the one thing that is for sure is that we have got some awesome players here. These are the best that New Zealand can present. We have a top 24, to do the maths there quickly, a top 24 players, 8 players for each team, 6 players that are actually going to be playing in each game, from the best that New Zealand can offer. These are going to be crackers of matches. They are going to be absolutely awesome. I'm so stoked. I can't believe it's happened so fast, Fuego.
Yeah, well, it's good that it actually did eventuate. I mean, just to get all these players together is just really a boner, Chrisis. And can you actually explain to them what the story is with the actual rules here? I hear we're going for a slightly European style sort of ruling.
Yeah, that's right, Fuego. We have got a couple of interesting bits to this competition. The first thing is that they are going to be playing to 3 points and not best of 3. Now, the way that the points work is if a team wins a map, they get 2 points. If a team draws a map, they get 1 point. And of course, if they lose the map, they don't get any points at all. And so, basically, a team has to win a map and draw a map, and they will win the match. If you just want to take over, Fuego, I'll just set everybody up as shoutcasters.
Not a problem. I'll just go over through some of these players here. Got 3 that have readied up, and I'll just have a look at the Allied team, which is the central side, and they are made up of Flip, Frynog, Lega, Danzai, Scrapes, and Fraggy, and they have a sub who is Ash. Now, apparently, from what I've heard and all the talk that's been happening around on IRC, that the central are basically the ones that are going to take this match. Well, everybody's picking it, but I'd say that obviously the South are going to be the underdogs, Chrisis.
Well, I've got to say that everybody has been saying that. They've been saying, just hold on, we've got to do a coin toss, so let me just do that. Referee, miscellaneous, coin toss. And the call has come up heads, and that is what Central called. So we're just going to find out who attacks or defends. Is about to start. Fight. And the call to fight goes, and I am completely lost. What are the players doing, Fuego? Do you see anyone? Completely lost. And the call to fight goes, and I am completely lost. What are the players doing, Fuego? Do you see anyone?
Well, I'm currently following the South lads, and they are setting up for a defense which looks like to be around the transmitter area, and currently seeing Oddjob doing a fine piece of SMG there, taking out Frynog, who was pushing the main, it looks like the main area basically. What's happening around your way, Chrisis?
Alright, I was just following Legatus, and he was trying to do a bit of ninja style, sneaking around the other side where completely separate from the rest of his team. But he was met by Dio and Limp from the south of the island and taken down in short notice. So that little diversion did not work. All the action right now, ladies and gentlemen, is around the truck bay. There is a lot of crossfire going on. Danzel, Legatus, they have just both been cut down by the South defenders, and that push is effectively broken. Although it's continuing, Scrapes is doing some damage. He's taken down King Jackal, but Oddjob manages to revive him. His King Jackal is the last man standing as the next push from the central team pushes through, and they are planting dynamite now. Legatus is planting dynamite, Fuego.
The dynamite has been planted at the main door leading to the objective. Obviously they have to go through a room with a balcony that's got like a school-looking desks all over it. Now, for some strange reason, the South guys did not bother to implement an engineer into their strat, so that's bad luck really, because I think they actually had time to make a defuse if they did have the engineer available, Chrisis.
Oh, I don't know about that, Fuego. There, just as the dynamite was going down, the next wave was coming from Central. But let's leave that debate off. The objective has been taken already, and it is being carried right now by Flip from Central. And he is headed back through the door. They just dynamited, and underneath the ramp. Oh, I've lost him. Where's he gone?
He's going to Flagway. It looked like he was going to go round the back way. As you realise, you can go right round the back on this map. A long sort of reddish lit up corridor that takes you round the back section. But it looks like Flip has decided to take the secure option of being close to his teammates and pushing that plane, which seems to be propelling the propellers going.
That's right, so we have the transmitter up and we've got a push coming through from the forward flag by Central. The objective is just changing hands right now. Central is just making sure, I think, that a medic is carrying it. And they have now taken a completely different attack. They have gone out through the truck bay and are heading around the side, probably trying to get some anal action in there to push through. In fact, the whole team is now coming through. They're throwing grenades through at the defenders around the aeroplane. It looks like they're going to cap pretty soon if they can just push through here.
Quite possibly, Chrisis, quite possibly, but there's one guy. Oh, they're secured. The docks are being secured, ladies and gentlemen. Great shot. I don't know exactly who recovered the docks. Perhaps you could give us some insight to that, Chrisis.
I did not see who recovered the docks. I was at the plane area watching Oddjob do some fantastic MG42 work as the Allies were coming through the door, cutting them down and taking care of them. However, he is being cut down. The documents of the secret weapon is not at the plane, but the plane is in the control of the Central team, so it's just a matter of getting those docks through. I have no idea if they've grabbed the docks. In fact, no, they haven't. Nobody's carrying the docks at the moment.
Well, it looks like Fraggy is just on his way to grab the gun. They're not actually docks. Obviously, we're so used to calling them docks through other maps. But poor Fraggy's been cut down by Dio. Dio sneaking up, doing a bit of Ramboing, and totally and utterly analed the poor bastard.
Okay, I'm just following Danzale at the moment, and Danzale is possibly a starter. Well, in fact, he is a starter for the Anzac All-Stars as well as this team. He is camping outside the Axis spawn. He's just taken down Bursty and just making sure that the South team is completely split up basically in the defense. Does anybody have the docks right now, Fuego?
Flip does, and he's just going through their spawn, and he's just been healthed up, and he's going to cap. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to cap. He's made it to the airplane, and it's taking off to Fantasy Island, or maybe from Fantasy Island.
What an excellent game that was. A very fast time, ladies and gentlemen. 4 minutes and 52, and let me tell you that this game is all about Central right now. All of the awards go to Central. Danzale walking away with 5 of them, and then a smattering going to Scrapes, Lega, Fraggy and Flip. But a good defense initially there by the South team. They managed to hold their own for a good couple of minutes. It was just a clever strategic play by Central, who of course chose this map, Fuego, and managed to build some clever strategies, it looks like.
Well, I'm not exactly too sure how they went about practicing up this map. Maybe perhaps Central did have some scrims or obviously a bit of a warm-up prior to this match, but I do know from talking with Burst today on IRC that the South guys were a little bit unorganised in terms of practice, and they didn't actually organise anything, and apparently don't have a captain. They probably nominated the captain right on this game, Chrisis.
You may be right there. I was speaking to King Jackal earlier on and asked them how much they had practiced, and they said, well, he said, well, we haven't practiced. So I think you may be right. They are flying by the seat of their pants, ladies and gentlemen, but they are not keeping the plane. The plane has been taken away in less than 5 minutes on this map Secret Weapon by the Central team. So the teams have changed sides, and we're waiting for 11 players to ready up. The only keen being is Central Scrapes, and well, we've just got to wait for them to ready up, and let's see if South can come back in this map and actually give a good game, maybe prevent maybe prevent a runaway victory from Central, Fuego.
Well, let's see how the South are going to push here. It would be interesting to see if they can actually secure the dock room and get a plant securely. I'm not too sure exactly what's going to happen, but it would be good if the South guys do put up a good fight, Chrisis.
Oh yeah, of course. Look, I'm not complaining. I mean, this was a fantastic match that they just had. That was just played. These are going to be strong sides, and one of the things about the maps that have been chosen for the MGL by King Jackal is they are attacking maps. So they favor the attacker in all of their configurations. And ladies and gentlemen, this is an MGL config. We have 6 versus 6, and the heavy weapons restrictions and the mines restrictions are all based on the MGL competition. So a lot of influence from the MGL on this tournament. So yes, as I was saying, these are attacking maps and attacking configurations, so one could expect that South might actually pull out a surprise. And we've got a shout out from Bursty for James's sister, and a shout out from Limp to Macta. Just killing a bit of time here, ladies and gentlemen. 6 players, got to ready up.
It also looks like a shout out from Danzile to Opticron, from one of the Joy boys, who's currently idling in our channel right here as we speak, Chrisis.
That's right. Opticron's just sitting quietly. He wants the live action. Shout out to Dynamite from Central Fraggy. So yeah, the Dynamite boys, an up and coming New Zealand clan. They are really owning it up at the moment in the MGL. A shout out from Central to the Jaffa Homos. So, well, take that as you like it, Auckland team. Shout out to Groove from Central Hashashin. And we've got 2 players waiting to be readied up. Fuego, can't wait for this round to start.
Yeah, can't wait at all. It's typical, these Central guys, they totally despise us Aucklanders, don't they, calling us Jaffas and all. But hey, we don't care. We've got all the people here, all the work. We've got everything here, don't we, Chrisis?
Oh, let's be careful. Let's not incite the flames. The Shoutcasters are supposed to be impartial. Shout out to Auckland. Go you, good things, go. But nevertheless, we've got the game on. The game is on, ladies and gentlemen. Your Shoutcasters are distracted, but the game is on. It looks like we've got South heading down the left side from their spawn. Bursty is supported by Dio, and he is just engaged. Oh, who has he engaged? Because he's been cut down. Frynog. Frynog has taken him down, but Dio from South is still alive and well. He's taking on Frynog, and he's cut down. Frynog wins that round again. I don't know where the rest of the players are. Fuego, what's going on in the main truck bay?
Well, what it looks like to me is that we've got a few players sitting here defending the flag room, and it's obviously made up mostly from the Central players. So if I was the South boys, I would make a quick dash over to that main room, well, the docks are main door, and get a swift plant down to sort those docks, because they can sit at the flag all they like, but once you got those docks, that flag is going to be useless.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it on Gamestah Radio first. That is exactly what has happened, Fuego. We have a plant down from Bursty. He's planted dynamite at the door leading to the secret weapon, and there's a bit of grenade spam going on at the moment from Bursty. He's defending his own plant. There are players coming from Central that are going to attempt to defuse, I think. Central Flip is defusing as we speak, and he's taken out. Scrapes, the medic, has revived him, but it's not going to be enough time. The doors are blown. That was awesome defense from Bursty.
That was great work by the South lads. Dio there down the bottom, killing Lega, Flip, and with the Luger taking down, who was it? Scrapes.
That's right.
So some nice, some work there.
Yeah, awesome work from South, making sure that dynamite sticks. And we've got a team, a group of South players heading into where the secret weapon is. They're heading through the door right now. King Jackal, Dio, LB are heading through. They've taken down Fraggy. They have taken down Danzale. And now they are taking down Frynog. My goodness, that was an excellent demonstration of dominating teamwork. Frynog is still alive though. He's harassing King Jackal, who takes him down with the help of Dio and LB.
Yes, I'm not sure what exactly LB was doing down there, but I'm not sure if he realised that his teammate lost the docks.
Alright, the docks were lost and returned, or the secret weapon. They are being carried at the moment by LB, who is doing excellent work, reviving, using his Thompson to take out a couple of players and carry the docks. He's packed himself up, he's running with a knife, cheeky bugger. He's heading for the flag right now. In support is King Jackal. They are at the flag, ladies and gentlemen. They've just captured. Is the aeroplane ready to take off, Fuego, with 1 minute 30 to go?
Well, it looks like they haven't done their homework in that respect, because the propellers aren't turning around, so there might not be a visit to Fantasy Island for the South guys if they don't get that transmitter up and going.
That's right.
Chrisis?
Yeah, that's a poor oversight. I see LB is still camping in the forward bunker room, so they are not rushing through just yet. Oddjob is just standing as a vanguard. But now they are pushing through again, and the propellers are still not turning. So Fuego, it looks like you've called it. Even MGL man himself, King Jackal, hasn't seemed to remember that the aeroplane's propellers have to be turning. There's got to be a transmitter for the aeroplane to take off and carry away that secret weapon.
Well, I'm not sure what exactly is going through their comms right now, but if I was in their comms, I would say, get that transmitter going right now. Otherwise, you won't be able to get that plane going to wherever its destination, and obviously
this is going to be heartbreaking.
Beat this.
This is going to be heartbreaking. They've delivered the docks. They've established domination over the plane, but they cannot deliver them because the transmitter is not built. They've got 20 seconds to go. They are heading for the transmitter right now, I think. Going to try and build that. At the moment, LB is camping with the docks behind the airplane hangar, so he's going to try a sneak with 10 seconds to go. Are they going to get that transmitter, Fuego?
Well, if they can, then LB can make a swift dash over to Cap. They would have made it too. That's silly, very silly.
Oh, that has got to hurt. That has got to hurt so much, ladies and gentlemen. They have not been able to beat the clock. They were able to deliver the docks, but King Jackal says in MM1 right now, oh yeah, radio. And that's right. You need a radio, ladies and gentlemen, on secret weapon to be able to fly off in that plane. We're going to just see. To establish what the score is, in case you are unsure, ladies and gentlemen, that was just the first map, and that goes to Central. So Central have 2 points in this match, 2 points, which means they either need a win or a draw to take this match tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, while we are waiting, alright, South is being called and are being asked what map they are going to play. Heard it on Gamestah radio first, ladies and gentlemen. There may be a slight edge on the Central team. Let's just run through the team that is representing Central tonight. It's Flip, Frynog, Legatus, Denzel, Scrapes, and Fraggy. And we've got some awesome submachine gun players there. Denzel has got quite a reputation in New Zealand. Scrapes as well. Fraggy is a bit of a proner, but we won't hold that against him. Legatus, he's a thinking man. I wouldn't be surprised if he is team captain. Frynog, I don't know much about Frynog and Flip. Are they noob? Fight, we are into this match, and Central are defending over here. Fuego, take it over. Where are the Allies heading?
Well, the Allies are heading right now. It looks like Limp is making his way through the office, and he's decided to go straight for the docks. And he's got his own teammate, King Jackal, not backing him up properly. But it looks like to me that Limp, he's away, but he's been spotted by Fraggy. Is Fraggy going prone? Oh my God, Fraggy didn't prone, Chrisis. What's going on?
Oh, believe your ears, ladies and gentlemen. Fraggy stood up and was counted. We have an offensive mortar from LB, from the South team at the moment, and the South team are up the ladder and into the command post area. There is no engineer there though. The main entrance has gone down, so we are sure to have the next push coming up the ladder and building the command post. Here come the rest of the South team on their second push. That was pretty good. We have 13 minutes and 53 remaining on the clock, and they have the command post up and have headed through the green room. Are they going to blow the storage? Yes, Bursty is blowing the service door at the moment, and the rest of them are heading through the trucks. Fuego.
Well, it looks like there's a bit of a push through spawn, through this the Axis spawn. I can see Limp trying to go hero by himself, but he got cut down by Fraggy, who hasn't been proning as of late. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. Perhaps he's a bit ill, Chrisis.
Oh, perhaps, but nevertheless, the fight goes on, ladies and gentlemen. We've got King Jackal, who's just been cut down at the bottom of the stairs leading up from the truck yard. Frynog at the moment is dominating a little. Oh, I called it too soon. He's gone down, but not before he could throw an airstrike and just delay the attack from South, who are heading up the stairs right now. Scrapes and Fraggy are the last line of defense at the moment. They are the only ones there, and they are being met by Limp and LB, who are head up, and with a clever grenade, they have stolen the objective. Limp is cut down though as he runs towards the service door. Who took him out? I can't even see who took him out. He was taken out from the courtyard, Fuego, I think.
Looks like who did Limp seems to be here. He was taken out by Danzile, who was sitting at the corridor stairs, but also was following Legatus, who was camping it up on the service side corridor and sitting up near the entry right behind the players, and obviously did as he's quite well known for, and an SK crisis.
Alright, gentlemen, we are at, and ladies, we are at the stage of the map which I would call the spam and grab stage, where we have plenty of central players playing Axis. They are camping the docks at the moment. The docks are secure, but we have push after push coming from the allies, spamming away with grenades and hoping for a grab on the docks, which are still secure at the moment. There is a med blanket down. Scrapes, Legatus and Flip are defending those documents, and they are defending it very well. Frynog is just slash killed, as has Flip, so I gather that is an Axis spawn that has just gone down. Oh, we've got a Panzer from Legatus, but he only manages to take out one player with him, and King Jackal will team him up after that. King Jackal is at the foot of the ladders, ladies and gentlemen. He is getting ready to attack. He has just taken down Flip. He has just given him Scrapes doesn't manage to get a revive, but he takes out King Jackal instead. We've got Bursty with noob nades going up through. Oh, this is just so much action, Fuego. I'm just running out of breath. I don't know what to say.
Well, it looks like to me that the Axis are quite obviously happy to be camping the objective, and it seems to me that they don't have anybody sitting around the service side area, which is obviously making that part of the map accessible, quite easily accessible for the Allies, which I'm not sure whether they've obviously changed directions and decided to push the Axis spawn corridor crisis.
We've got a split attack going on. We've got Bursty, King Jackal and Albi that were heading up the service door, but they've been cut down. Although it seems to have worked, we've got a document grab, ladies and gentlemen. A document grab has gone down. Bursty's just been taken down by a Panzerfaust from Legatus, but King Jackal picks up the documents and engages Scrapes, manages to take him down. He is at the ammo box and packing himself up. He's heading through the green room now, ladies and gentlemen. He's got the docks and he's got his teammates around him. It's all up to whether the Axis are able to scramble through and prevent a plant. King Jackal has strafe jumped through that through the outside area, and he's heading up inside the transmitter room. He's going to cap the docks. Ladies and gentlemen, what an excellent run from King Jackal. He's obviously been practicing that. 5 minutes 12, the clock is set. Wow.
Once again, great. This is a great match, this one. It was a great time too against for the South guys. I mean, you would have expected the Central lads to have at least put up a full hold, but looks like to me that the South guys are making a name for themselves by setting a time of 5:12. So this is definitely going to be a hard, maybe depending how the Central guys are pushed, it might not be so easy for them, Chrisis.
Well, I've got to say that, there are good games going up right now, and a compliment from Scrapes going to King Jackal for that unbelievable run. He must have done 2 or 3 jumps, and he was practically at the forward spawn shed. I'm just absolutely gobsmacked at how fast he managed to do that. He's been practicing that a lot. It seems he almost didn't need the support of his teammates. He was at the transmitter room before the Axis were able to get out and set up any sort of transmitter room defense. 5 minutes 12, an awesome time in an awesome match. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, you have got to download these demos, get these demos, and watch this match. It's fantastic. So we are waiting for 10 players to ready up. Fuego, do you want to just run through the South team again that managed to pull off such an amazing escape?
Well, just before I do, Chrisis, I've just got a shout out from Albie to Egood, who was one of our co-shoutcasters. Shout out to you, Mr. Egood. And obviously, we've got Dio here, Albie, Oddjob, King Jackal, Limp, and Burster. Now, they are all obviously situated on the South Island, hence their tag name being South, and they are representing the South Island in a way never seen before, Chrisis.
Yes, I've got to say this is very impressive stuff. Just amazing action. This is exactly what you'd expect from All-Stars teams, ladies and gentlemen. We have 12 of the top players in New Zealand duking it out here. There's another reason, of course, ladies and gentlemen, that you should be downloading these demos. You need to be watching these, especially if you are from New Zealand and registered at www.et.net.nz, because out of these matches we are going to be choosing the New Zealand All-Stars team, and they will hopefully be taking on the North American All-Stars and of course the Anzac All-Stars. 4 players need to ready up. We've got some shout outs. Egood is doing a shout out to Fuego. Fuego, shout out to you.
Oh, thanks, Egood, mate. Love you.
Alcoholic is saying that Fuego is making Cheezel hot. It's all about you tonight. Shout out to Essie from Essie. And a shout out to Damien Zor from himself. Goodness me, these guys are shouting out to themselves. I'm not going to do any more shout outs to people's selves. Too much schizophrenia in the channels. 3 players, 1 player to ready up, ladies and gentlemen, and we are into what could be the final round of this match, if Central are able to steal the docks in less than 5 minutes.
Looks like we're waiting up on Burster there, Chrisis. I'm not sure, maybe he's making a telephone call to James' sister. What do you reckon?
A shout out to James' sister, was that?
No, don't worry about it. I'm not sure if you heard what I said, but the match is underway. He is now readied up. Thank goodness for that. And we are now going to see a match unfold in front of our eyes, which is Central against South, and the South boys are defending. Instruct the command post. Chrisis, where are you?
I'm looking at a couple of trucks, just getting ready to say Battle of the Isles, because I like it so much. We are into the round, and we've got a push going, a minor push going for the ladder at the moment. We've got stacking and boosting attempts going on right now at the side door. Scrapes is trying to jump over, as is Danzel on either side. But they don't seem to be getting it right. I mean, that's amazing. I would have thought that these guys would have been a hop, skip, and a jump right over that wall. But we've got 4 players bouncing around on each other's heads, trying to get over the side door and not getting anywhere. At the moment, there is only Limp from the South Island defending at the moment. Fraggy has gotten up onto the wall a couple of times, but they're giving up now and are heading for the ladder. Looks like the main door has been blown.
Well, to me, what I'm thinking is that, I mean, all these times that Quiet Bridge had these trick jumping maps available, and these guys that are so-called pro can't even make this simple jump. Well, I mean, I'm not one to talk. I'm not the best trick jumper in the competition, but I would have thought that these guys would have done the job. But it looks like King Jackal just came from behind, like how he likes it, and give completely the NG that was going to plant the service door crisis.
That's right, he sneaked up, waited for the dynamite to be laid down, and my word, he is absolutely owning it up. King Jackal prevents that plant, then he runs around, he takes out Flip, he takes out, that was Legator, sorry, he takes out Scrapes, and then he takes out Fraggy with his pistol. He is really doing well. And we've got a plant that's now finally gone down at the service door with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go on the clock. That plant by, I don't know who planted it. Central Scrapes is just hanging around the railings, harassing the spawn area. And the rest of them are heading off for an attack up the stairs through the truck area. Legators has just spammed away and taken out two of the south players with his Panzerfaust. We've got a push going, and Scrapes has got the docks. Scrapes has got the docks with 2 minutes and 45 seconds, but he's cut down by Dio. Fraggy prones and takes down Dio. It had to happen tonight sometime, ladies and gentlemen. Fraggy takes him out, revives Scrapes, and the docks are on their way to the transmitter. This is going to be a fast time if they manage to take it down.
Oh, it's going to be a super time if they do. Unfortunately, the South guys have been caught napping on this one, Chrisis, and it looks like Leg is doing the right thing by closing the gate, and he is going to spawn camp it up, but I think he's been spotted. Oh no, he hasn't.
Well, I can tell you now, Oddjob has just fired his Panzer trying to delay the attack or the delivery from the South Island, but it's not enough. Oh my word, we've got... Oh, it's not to be...
What a shot! What a shot by... I thought he lost the docks.
Now that is a first. I saw Denzel getting shot as he jumped at the transmitter, delivered the docks with his last dying breath. Ladies and gentlemen, before you knew it, this match is over. The Allies successfully beat the clock. They set 3 minutes 18, so they had 2 minutes to spare. Despite an unbelievable bit of scrambling defense, the docks were dropped on the roof. Denzel managed to pick them up and deliver them. So that means that 4 points go to the central team. They come away with 4 points. And the teams have decided they are going to play the third round just for the win.
Oh, that's fairly sporty of these guys to, give us a bit more action, since these times obviously have been pretty quick. Now, looks like Legatus is showing off his DKV. Quickly interrupt myself, and I am following the Axis, who are...
Shout out to Egood.
Shout out to Egood. Shout out to Layden. He is gay from Burster, but we all know that anyway, so there's no need to tell us, to explain us in full details, Burster. But we all know Layden, and he's in the Auckland team, and I'm proud to be going to be playing alongside him, Chrisis, because he's not only an annoying SK to some, but he's also a good bloke and a good SMGer.
Okay, we are just waiting for 3 players to ready up. Central Scrapes, who was dead keen earlier on, but is lagging behind. Kiwi Asian from the South Island has joined up, but he is just a spectator. Of course, the teams are spec locked when the competition starts. Dio, LB, Oddjob, King Jackal, Limp, and Birthday representing South Island, and representing the Central Island, Flip, Frynog, Legatus, Denzel, Scrapes, and Fraggy. And we have all players readied up. Fuego, you going to risk it and call this map?
Well, I actually know a bit more about this map, obviously, from casting it the last time round, as I didn't really have much of a clue. Mind you, it was Vengeance that I had more of a problem with. So I don't think we've got 1 second to go, Chrisis, and I quickly interrupt myself, and I am following the Axis, who look like they are heading east for the east.
West goes down. We know that the forward bunker or the forward spawn gets placed permanently in the hands of the Allies, so they are making sure that does not happen very soon. Looks like the first couple of pushes have been held back, Fuego.
Yeah, it looks like the South guys have been the more powerful in terms of the defense, and it looks like now we see the Central guys, one who is Flip, going for the plant on the east gate, which is about to register. Yep, 30 seconds for that one to blow, and they're going to try and defend that. They've got about 3 players defending it. Oh, but it looks like King Jackal nearly got a cutting. Is he going to get revived? He's been revived. Oh, there's only one person to kill there, and that's Lega. Will he get it to Sam? He probably will, Chrisis.
That's right. King Jackal, who is tagged it up with his other clan tag, NRV, has managed to get a defuse with 10 seconds on the clock on that dynamite, so plenty of time there. We've got Central coming out of the rear spawn again, and they are making another push for the east. Looks like they really want the east gate to go down. Of course, that is where the command post is, and the command post on the side of the allies means that the allies spawn a lot faster. They get an extra 5 seconds chopped off their spawn, as I recall. They've captured the forward bunker, Fuego.
The allies have secured, by the looks of it, the forward bunker, and I can see that Fraggy Fraggy did a bit of a prone there, took down Burster. I'm not sure if Burster would be very happy about that one, being proned on, but you get that when you're up against Fraggy, Chrisis.
Sorry, I'm not going to make any comment at this point. Alright.
No comment.
So we have got a plant that's down at east, and it's been defended by Central Flip, and it looks like that defense is going to stand. King Jackal has come over and engaged, but he's been cut down by the defense. Scrape and Flip managed to make that plant stick. The east is about to blow, and I think there is a plant at the west already as well, Fuego.
It sounds like it's blown, has it? And we're waiting just for the west, and they've constructed the command post right at this moment. And I can see there's a few landmines that haven't been run over by the allies yet, and I can see that the Axis are now falling back to the objective, the key room, Chrisis.
Yes, they're all around that key room at the moment. Danzale manages miraculously, and Fraggy, to go through that west gate and avoid all the mines that are there. It's almost as though they could see them. They've headed off to the side towards where the tanks are, and they are engaging bit by bit with submachine gun fire the defenders who are on the roof at the moment. And in the meantime, there's been an anal attack coming from the Central team through the Axis spawn, but that is cut down by a bit of anal action of his own from King Jackal, just the way he likes it. And all is quiet.
Yeah, it seems to be that maybe on Venti there might be a slight bit of rage coming from the centralised crew, and I can see Lega making a pretty valiant attempt by himself as an NG, throwing nades over, and he chucked one nade that worked perfectly to get the guy off the roof, and he is now making his way for the key room, and he's up against Oddjob, but he was taken down. Some nice swift SMG work by the Oddjob man, Chrisis.
Yeah, he's got some help from Burster inside, I think, as well. So the teamwork is working out for the South at the moment. They are holding on to the keys. There is an attack coming from Central. Freinog is in the vanguard. He's gone through the door. He's followed by Danzale, and Freinog has got the objective. He's out through the door, going onto the balcony, and he's heading for the tank room. No, he's heading for the Axis spawn, and I don't believe the luck of these guys. They somehow managed to miss all of the mines that are there, and they're well placed mines.
Once again, Chrisis, King Jackal saves the day. He's been the saver of the day of these days, and he's just returned the docks. Some silly play by Freinog. He hesitated. It looked like to me he hesitated, Chrisis. He went forward and then went backwards and was taken down as the Axis spawned.
Yeah, he almost went towards the Axis spawn. That is the fastest way to get to the cistern. But the Axis, as you called it, Fuego, spawned, and he had to make a hasty about turn. The key is still safe, ladies and gentlemen. Freinog was cut down, the keys were returned. We've got a push coming from Danzale, who manages to take out Limp. He is in. Flip grabs the docks, but he's cut down. Oh, we've got SMG Heaven again inside the dock room, or the key room at least. Oddjob comes in and cleans up Flip, and with his knife gives both Flip and Denzel, and the key is still safe.
Denzel's still not good. There's a bad mistake. He should really give Denzel. See, Sis being revived. Silly mistake there by Oddjob. You want to keep Denzel gibbed, because if you don't keep him gibbed, he'll end up giving you.
Yes, and Denzel is at the moment the dock carrier. He's just packed himself up to full health. He is still hanging around the key room. I think he mistimed his jump, and he's cheeky, that guy. He's just taken out LB, just hesitating along. They waited for the Axis to spawn. They cleaned up the Axis, and they are heading now past the Axis spawn. It's a real fast run through to the cistern. Denzel is defending himself like crazy, but it looks like
he's getting taken down.
Oh no, he takes down King Jackal.
He's not.
Doesn't know where to deliver it. Oh yes, he's delivered it. My word, he was getting taken from behind roughly by King Jackal, and there was none of it. Denzel was having none of that from King Jackal. Manages to turn around, take out King Jackal, and has delivered the key. So the cistern is open, and all we need is somebody to plant some dynamite from the Allied side, and we will have a time set. And ladies and gentlemen, can you believe we only have 7 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock? I can't believe how fast the time is going. Here comes Central. Legatus is about to lay down a plant.
Looks like to me that the Central guys have managed to secure the what would you call that? That's the filtration thingamajig or whatever it's called. I'm not too sure. Can you please elaborate on that for me, please, Chrisis?
Let's just call it the controls, Fuego. The controls have been planted. Denzel is calling out, "Love the smell of burned nooblets." Don't know if he's gone flamethrower, but the controls have been blown, ladies and gentlemen. Clock is set to 8 minutes and 5 seconds, which is it's not a great time, but it is a time. Fuego?
Well, it's not a bad time. It's a competitive time. Just like to see how the Central guys are able to defend this. I mean, it's always hard to defend against a team that obviously is quite similar to you skill-wise. So I think that perhaps if the South can make a quick grab of the key room and secure it, we've got a game on our hands, Chrisis.
Yep, I got to agree with you there, Fuego. It's all in the air at the moment. 8 minutes is plenty of time on this map, in my opinion, to deliver the key and blow the cistern. We're going to just cut quickly to a quick mention of the Gamestah.com sponsors, and we'll be back, and hopefully by then all the players will have readied up.
Looking for a training ground? Want a personal game server?
Yes, sir! There too!
Then visit www.ozforces.com.au for all your gaming server needs.
Wunderbar!
For gaming at the top level, you need a fast, stable, low ping. Oz Forces know what the gamer wants, and Oz Forces know what the gamer needs. So next time you get fragged, think about the connection you use. Check out www.ozforces.com.au. Oz Forces, helping you frag one peep at a time. Gamestah, the Talk Nerdy Network.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are with Gamestah.com, the Talk Nerdy Network. Just getting my music there. We are waiting for 5 players to ready up in this third and final round of tonight's match. Of course, if you are just joining us now, the match has already been taken 4-0 by the Central Island, or the Central North Island, in this round of Battle of the Isles. They managed to win both their nominated map of Secret Weapon and the South nominated map of Frostbite, despite a good time being set by South on Frostbite. We are waiting for 2 players to go to ready up. So winning those 2, they managed to walk away from this game with 4 points and take that onto the table, and of course place them as firm favourites for this competition. Fuego.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a tough one for for us Aucklanders to be able to capitalise these centralised SMG madness. How would I explain these guys? They're just like SMG gods, I would say. and it's going to be a tough match for us for sure. It'll be interesting to go up against it. So perhaps if we are lucky and it is our day, you just never know. But I can't really say anything at this stage. But anyhow, the match is underway. Chrisis, who are you following?
Oh, I'm looking at the cistern again. I keep getting popped out. Let's jump to a player. I'm following Scrapes right now. He is heading forward to attack any sort of eastern push, and there is no eastern push as it happens. Central have headed en masse towards the west gun, but they have been taken out. And oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. South. South is on attack, not Central. King Jackal's body lies down at the feet of Denzel and Flip at the west gate, unable to do anything there. We've got another push from south coming along. LB from south is cut down by Central Flip, and yet another push following up. King Jackal, Dio and Burst there are all heading for the west gate and at the moment, and they have established control of that area. Dio is putting a plant down right now. Here comes Scrapes. The plant is down. Denzel and Scrapes come to try and clear out the attackers from the allies. Oh, awesome. Support fire from Frynog takes out 2 players from south. But the plant is down and there's no engineer in sight, Fuego.
Unfortunately, no engineer about for the central guys at the moment. Looks like they've just had one spawn. Perhaps, maybe Lego was... Yeah, he has. He's just spawned, and it looks like he's falling back to place some landmines around the key room area. Chrisis.
Yes, the west gate has gone down, ladies and gentlemen, and so there is a push coming through now from the south team. They are heading rapidly towards the key room, and I've got to say, there is very sparse defense around the key room. In fact, there is no defense around the key room. Central decided to back themselves and have a forward defense, and the key room is completely empty. The key is in the hands of King Jackal from south. He is obviously their ninja player, because he is the one that is going to have to deliver these docks. He's taken down by a crossfire and gibbed by a Panzerfaust from the Axis. LB picks it up and he's packing himself up. He's headed out through the west gate and he's going into the forward spawn. I'm going to follow LB as the dock carrier. He's down to his knife, it looks like. Alright, we have a...
I would never have guessed.
A full spawn from the allies in the forward spawn, and they are now heading out towards the cistern. Where are the central team? Fuego.
Well, I was actually, like yourself, following the south team with the docks, but it looks like they are considering taking the east direction, and they didn't actually have a plant there, which they've just done now. So I guess it's giving the central guys enough time to set up some sort of a D around the key cap.
Yeah, that's right. They're going to be delayed when they get down to the cistern. I had guys ribbing me earlier on this week, asking me if everything was right, whether that's right. Seems that's going to be my catchphrase, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We have the central team. Legatus is camping with his Panzerfaust, which he does so much like, waiting for the dock carrier to come down, the key carrier. He lets rip with his Panzerfaust, but he is ineffectual. I don't think he even got anybody there. Sifford missed, dude.
No, he got nobody, all nothing but ground on that one, Chrisis. I don't even think he even got a hit sound, to be quite honest, because it did seem to be missing quite marginally. So it looks like the south guys do have a command post, and they have secured that area. So my guess is that they are going to go straight to cap that key. But if they can obviously hold out this defense from the central guys, then their chances of beating this time are going ever and ever and ever closer. Chrisis?
Well, at the moment it's looking good on the part of the central team, because they have a dominant set of crossfire set up around the cistern or the cistern door, the key delivery point, and it doesn't look like South are going to be able to get through. They've just blown the command post, so they're doing everything in bits and pieces here as they try and find a way through the defense that is around the cistern. I don't know where the dock carrier is. I've lost him. Have the docks been the key's been returned?
Objective taken.
Oh no, they haven't. They're still around.
Oh,
looks like Legatus came round from the back section. Legatus, sorry, I keep on mispronouncing his name. And he came round. I think he took the guy with the docks. And I can see Frynon doing a bit of analing here. Is he going to be successful at returning the docks, Chrisis?
Well, LB is camping right at the east door, the east gate with the docks. There is artillery right now, so he can't run down the hill. Where? Oh, I can see Frynon. Or Central Legatus is coming along. I think he's going to try exactly that, an anal attempt at the docks. I'm going to just keep watching LB. Legatus is sneaking up. He's throwing a bit of grenade spam, but he's not actually through the east gate. We've got Limp from the south coming
He's
up.
on the very...
Oh, well, they've all spawned now. The whole of south has spawned, and they are heading down to once again make a push at the cistern delivery point. They might actually do it right now. It looks like south are thinly spread, but they've just respawned and they're coming through now, and there's fierce gunfire going on at the moment. The docks are still, or the keys at least, are still somewhere up at the command post and in the hands of, well, they might be in the hands of South Fuego, but the map is still in the hands of Central.
Yeah, to me it looks like the Central guys have done a bit of their homework on Rommel. I'm not sure, but basically they might just be have a natural instinct at defending this one, because I'm pretty positively sure that these guys wouldn't have at all practiced Rommel, but I'm sure they all know it, but I'm sure they wouldn't have figured out any positions whatsoever. So whatever they're doing right now is being quite effective, Chrisis.
Yeah, this is a wide open space, so it is perfect for submachine gun crossfire, and those MP40s are going off there. You know, if they could overheat, they would have by now. It's pretty much a closed shop at the moment. Central have a stranglehold on this map, despite the fact that there isn't really a choke point. They are just absolutely dominating. We've got a push coming down from south. They are running out of time. LB has snuck forward beyond the command post. They are really going to run out of time if they don't push and cap that key card in within the next couple of seconds. 45 seconds on the clock, ladies and gentlemen, before this round is up. LB has come right down. He is at the walls with 39 seconds to go. LB, you've got to start running, mate. You've got to get there. Try and deliver them now. I don't think he's aware of the time, because 30 seconds is up and we are into garbage time, ladies and gentlemen. They are pushing forward now, but it is LB is finally cut down as he pushes forward. The keys are lying in the sand. No, LB is still not pushing forward. He's still camping with 15 seconds on the clock. He's being attacked right now. To add insult to injury, during garbage time, Central Flip takes him down. The key card is lying in the ground with 5 seconds to go, and they are not going to deliver that.
Definitely not there, Chrisis. It seems to me that the Central in the end had the better defense, and they had some nice looking crossfire there. Not bad at all, Chrisis.
They had some excellent crossfire there and demonstrated that in terms of sheer SMG skills, they are really a class act. They've got some really highly skilled individual players. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's match. We have all 3 games being won by Central on 3 different maps: Secret Weapon, and on Frostbite, and on Rommel. What excellent games, Fuego. Could we have asked for anything better?
We couldn't have asked for anything better at all. This was the epitome of good. I really enjoyed casting this one, Chrisis. It was SMG bonerific. I mean, everything that happened during the durations of all those games was just out of this world. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm sure you did as well, Chrisis.
Oh, absolutely. Wow, these were just awesome matches. I mean, at certain stages of the games, there was just so much action. I didn't know what it called. You know, grenade spam, the multi-kills, just unbelievable. My advice to the listeners out there, Fuego, would be get the Shoutcast downloaded and listen to it again while watching the demos, because, wow, you've got to see it to believe it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Gamestah production of Battle of the Isles, Central versus Auckland. Tonight your Shoutcaster is Chrisis. That's right, you've got to listen to me the whole way through. I've got nobody with me because all of the Australians, are still at work. It's still too early for them to come and join us for the Shoutcast. And of course, the other usual Shoutcaster that works with me, Fuego, is actually playing tonight on the Auckland side. Now, we started the Shoutcast, but the match is not ready to start just yet. We have some of the players from each of the teams joined up. 6 from the Central team and 4 from the Auckland team that have joined up. So we're just waiting for the rest of them. I'm kind of multitasking at the moment, just making sure that things are going alright. Checking that the correct players that should be referees are referees, and making sure that the players that need to be shoutcasted are made shoutcasters, and that would be me /ref make shoutcast. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 seconds, we are going to have game 2 of Battle of the Isles, presented by Gamestah.com. And here we go, fight. And I'm following the allies as they rush forward. Denzel leading the way. He's gone up the side. In fact, they've all gone up the side. They are heading for the command post way. No, they're not. They're actually heading straight up the side, from the side towards the main doors. There's grenade spam coming out. They are heading around there. There are a couple of mines that have been laid at the door. Calvin is heading to lay down more mines, but he is thwarted and he's unable to do that. The first push goes through and the mines take care of a couple of players. They are gibbed, but, well, that was 5 players that ran in. 3 of them are down. 2 of them are revived, but it looks like Auckland have done what it takes to keep them down. Fraggy is the last player who has not been gibbed. He's just lying there and he taps out now. So I'll assume that the next push is coming through right in just a couple of minutes. In just a couple of seconds, really. Calvin looks like he's the engineer designate tonight, and he is laying down mines to prevent a rush through there. Fuego is watching the road up from the bridge. And we've got a push coming from the command post. They're all going through the command post at the moment. Frynog is taken down by a grenade. Layden and Reflow dealing out some damage there. Hashashin is taken down. He's revived by Denzel, and the push is still going on. Reflow was taken down, but he's also revived. And Hashashin taken down. Oh my word, Denzel with an unbelievable revive. What an awesome player, Denzel. Well done. But Hashashin rushes forward and he's taken down, and that's the second push. It looks like it's going to be stopped. But with a lot of hard work, Auckland just managing to hold on. I'll tell you now, ladies and gentlemen, things have been so fast here that the command post is still in the it's still not been built. We've got third push coming in and it's cut down. Frynog has just been revived and he's the only player around. Frynog and Fraggy. Fraggy's taken down. All the action is around the command post in the passages at the moment. Reflow rushes through. He's dropping down med packs and... oh no, he didn't rush through. He's an Axis player. So at the moment, successfully holding back after 1 minute, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Can you believe it's been so fast, ladies and gentlemen? The tank is still in the hands of the Axis defenders. It has not moved an inch, in fact, and there have been no allies near the tank, near enough to even get their pliers out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is hard pushing. Oh, they're pushing again through the main gate. Looks like they're alternating their attacks and simultaneously coming through the main gate and past the command post. But that's cut down. Well, there's just no let up at the moment. It looks like the team has been split up. The Allies team has been split up. So they are just pushing through as much as they can. Jumping through that main, Denzel is pistol whipping Layden. Layden comes back with a submachine gun and takes him down. Take that, Denzel. Stay down. Got a bit of artillery spam going down now. Calvin keeping those mines alive, throwing grenade spam out, keeping that main gate closed, and Fuego watching the back way. No, I'm sure there's some innuendo in there. Fuego's taken down. Here they come. Frynog and Flip are heading up the back way. They take down Fuego and Reflow, but not enough and not fast enough to take out Reflow before he is revived by... who was that reviver? Sin. Just a bit of giving. Oh, and it's enough of a distraction. Hashashin dives in. He and is followed quickly by Scrapes, all in engineering clothes. They get a couple of repairs, attempted repairs on the tank, but it is still standing still, and there is now artillery spam around the tank as we speak. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a bit quiet. There are some mines down. Fraggy throws in a grenade, and in goes Hashashin. Oh, he's repairing the tank, but he's cut down. Almost. It's surely going to be repaired. Flip rushes in. He's repaired the tank. He's on the tank. He's jumped out. Oh, he's taken up by Calvin, but the tank has been stolen. So the spawn is changing hands already, ladies and gentlemen. Not already. Wow, it's been 4 minutes already, ladies and gentlemen, and the tank only now has changed hands, and the Axis have the tank at the moment. Sin is camping on the tank. Here comes the spawn, Hashashin and Flip, and the tank is on the move, ladies and gentlemen. So, Auckland have fallen back, and there is the tank barrier 1 has started being repaired or being built, and it has been completely built now. So tank barrier 1 is up, ladies and gentlemen, and the Auckland players around tank barrier 1. It doesn't get more hectic than this. Hashashin is on his own, so I can only assume there is a vanguard of central players that have headed down to try and take control of the tank barrier, and so far they have not succeeded. Oh, there is a potential trick plant. Yes, there is a plant that's gone down. Wow, this thing is about 4 meters away from the tank barrier. It's against this weird, what is it, a lighthouse or something? Some sort of lighthouse, yeah, and it's about halfway along the wall. I can't believe that. Gee, Gold Rush would be so much easier if I had known about this trick plant. Ladies and gentlemen, get on to Gamestah.com, download this, and we're going to have a revive, a defuse by Calvin. They did not defend the dynamite. The rage is going to start. I know that the rage is going to start for not defending that dynamite, but Central Flip is busy laying another stick of dynamite down, and Hashashin is going to make it a double. He's going to make it a double. Is he? No, he hasn't planted that dynamite. The tank at the moment is unrepaired, ladies and gentlemen. It is at the top of the hill facing that tank barrier, and it looks like Central have managed to take control of tank barrier 1. So we've got 10 seconds left for the dynamite to be blown. And as I was saying before, ladies and gentlemen, download this demo. Get this demo and see where that trick plant was, because it's miles away. It is miles away from where the tank barrier actually is. Alright, the barrier is blown, but guess what? The tank hasn't been repaired. They're so busy camping the spawn, I think, that the tank hasn't been repaired, so it's standing still. Flip is heading back now to repair the tank. It is at the top of the hills, ladies and it is not at tank barrier 1, and now it heads down. Doesn't look like Auckland are going to be able to get tank barrier 1 up again. They are being well camped at the moment. Scrapes taking on Calvin as he spawns and comes out, and Calvin is taken out by Denzel, who's manning the bank machine gun nest. Awesome work there. Very sneaky ninja stuff by Denzel, making sure that nobody from Auckland is able to get out of their spawn to effectively defend tank barrier 1 and try and build it again. So the tank, as I'm sure you just heard it crash through the wall, has gone around the corner and is now heading over the bridge and is firmly in the control of the Allied players. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 8 minutes left on the clock. We've got a couple of mines around the corner just beyond the bridge, and there's some heavy fighting. Well, Freinog is vanguard again. He's going ahead, and he is cut down by a group of Axis players. The tank is on its way now. Nobody's actually manning the tank. We've got an airstrike going down. An airstrike, will it damage the tank? No, it looks like, oh, it was under one of those Gold Rush ledges. So, you would have had, if you were on Axis, you would have heard that disheartening aborting, cannot see target. So, the tank, well, it's now in the hands of Layden. Layden is on the tank. It stopped just around the corner, over the bridge, and just around the corner. There's an airstrike going down from the Allied players to clear the Axis away from the tank. They all fall back, and the tank is now in the hands of Denzel, who fires a couple of machine gun shots with it, and then taps off it. So, they are heading slowly but steady, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is a map of some debate at the moment at the ET Pro forums. Basically, Bani, or Bainey, I don't know how to pronounce his name, has suggested that this part with the tank moving on here is a redundant part. It's useless for the aims of a good enemy territory match. But ladies and gentlemen, this tank is a moving chokehold. It is a moving choke point, and at the moment it is well defended and well controlled by the attackers, the Allies. So a bit of a hiccup at the start of this map, trying to steal the tank. It took them about 4 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. That's not a good time for stealing the map. You should get it on the first and second push. Memo to Central, memo to Auckland when they attack back. But from there it's been pretty much plain sailing. Another 6 minutes it's taken. to get to tank barrier 2, and it is at tank barrier 2, and there is a plant, and it is about to go in 1 second. Tank barrier 2 is destroyed. It's been attempted to be rebuilt. At the same time, an engineer is repairing the tank, and it is repaired before the barrier is built. Of course, the barrier needs more than one engineer's charge bar. So, the tank is stationary at the moment. It is underneath the bridge, ladies and gentlemen, but the tank barrier 2 has been disabled. It is effectively through the back. Okay. So the tank is damaged. Goodness me. Need a shoutcasting partner.
The tank is past the second
Hopefully
barrier.
Egud will join up as soon as he gets home from work. I've got my venti up, Egud. If you hear this, you've got to join. So the tank is through, ladies and gentlemen. It's into the bank courtyard. We're into the bank courtyard, says the announcer. But the tank is damaged, so there is not a hole in the wall just yet. The bank is still closed. It's repaired, ladies and gentlemen. This is fast action. Not a moment of let up. And the bank is just about to be in position. We've got some artillery spam going down behind the truck near the bank MG nest. There is a hole in the main entrance to the bank. Calvin is manning the tank at the moment, and he's taken down. Calvin is on Auckland. Remember, Auckland are defending, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking at the gold, and it is untouched at the moment in the bank. What's happening outside? Well, it looks like Auckland have set up a defense that is centered around the MG nest. So they are counting on being able to hold that MG nest area. An airstrike goes down, and they're falling back from that MG nest area. Nobody gets taken out or touched by that airstrike. So it's all quiet at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, as the Allies gear up for another push, but it's only Denzel and Freinog on their own. They both get cut down very, very quickly. Central Flip is coming in. Fraggy is coming in after him. And they are going around behind the bank. But Fuego is defending there. Fuego takes down the first. Who was it? Freinog, I think. Or no, it was Flip. And then followed by Fraggy. He's also taken down by Fuego in conjunction with Reflow, who comes to protect him. So they've established a couple of chokeholds here through their spawn. That's Fuego's watching that, and Ladin has just been cut down behind their spawn. Fuego's coming to revive him, and then the other point of defense is at the MG nest, but Sin is the only one that is there. He's on his own, he's a medic, and he's packing up. Scrapes takes on Sin. We've got 1-on-1, and unfortunately Sin gets cut down because Denzel jumps onto the tank MG and takes out Sin. Alright, the bank is still quiet, ladies and gentlemen, but it looks like we have a dominant position set up by... Oh, just as I speak, Hashashin heads into the bank, and Exorcist and Reflow follow him in and take him out. So, Denzel comes in with a grenade, he takes out the medic. Freinog is there, Exorcist is down, we have got no more defenders left in the bank, and we've got the first gold crate being carried by Freinog to the truck, but he's cut down, and it is returned by Fuego. Layden is heading into the bank, but he's cut down. Denzel is taken down as well. He was carrying a gold crate and tried to go around the back, and he's taken out. Hashashin on his own again. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like their teams have been well split by the spawn time. Hashashin manages to make a grab, but he's on his own. I don't know if he's going to be able to do anything. He's taking on Layden. They're in the bank. Layden is cut down, but AK Sin comes in and cleans up Hashashin, revives Layden. So all is safe inside the bank at the moment. We've got a bit of battle going on the outside, and once again it looks like Central are establishing a bit of a strong position. But the bank is well secured now. Exorcist, and who's this other guy that's camping? Sin, hiding behind the chairs, ladies and gentlemen. In comes Flip, he takes out Exorcist, but Exorcist is not Gib. And there goes Flip, revives him. Sorry, Sin, revives him. So at the moment, Central Flip is camping outside, packing himself up. Fraggy comes to support him. A grenade goes in and takes out one of the players that's in the bank. So Flip is on his way. He's taking on 1-on-1 against Exorcist, and Flip from Central takes over, takes out Exorcist, and he's now got Scrapes in support, who is a medic. They've got 2 gold crates. As the first gold crate runs out, it gets taken out. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 1 minute 30 on the clock. I lost track of the time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in garbage time. There's no ways that they're going to be able to cap a time here. Looks like we're going to have a full hold from Auckland. Auckland still here camping in the courtyard area. Another push from the Allies, but it's all over, ladies and gentlemen. We are in garbage time. 1 minute and 5, 4, 3, 2 to go. There's no ways they can do this. So we've got the first round is going to be a full hold to the Auckland players. Very, very strong defense from them. That's right, so I'm a bit quiet at the moment because none of this really matters, ladies and gentlemen. They're fighting SMGs, shooting at each other with MP40s and Thompsons, but it doesn't really mean much. And really, you can actually see that the central team have probably realized this. They're not really putting up much of a push at the moment. There's just SMG gunfire going on, 25 seconds on the clock. They are going to go in and make a token grab on those parts once more. Exorcist is waiting. He gets taken out by Frynog. Frynog's carrying the first gold crate, and he may be able to deliver it, but they're not going to be able to get out of there in time. It's delivered. In goes Assassin to get the second one. They've finally established dominance, but it's too little too late, ladies and gentlemen. 0 seconds and time is up. Clock is set to 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So let's just have a look. Well, it's all about Auckland at the moment. The awards going to Sin, Reflow, Exorcist, and Denzel and Flip from Central take away 2 awards. Denzel gets highest fragger. Reflow gets best medic. Sin takes XP points, highest ranking officer, most highly decorated, highest battle sense, and best soldier as well. So it's all about Auckland right now, ladies and gentlemen. A full hold to Auckland on the first map, which is Gold Rush. Remember, they're not going to play all of the games on this map. They're going to play Gold Rush and one round of stopwatch. And once they've played that, they will choose another map. We'll switch to that map, and tonight they will have 1 minute from the choice of the map, or from the time that the map loads, to ready up, and then the ref is under instructions to force a ref already. We've got a player that's dropped out. Scrapes has just dropped off the server, so we don't know what that is, whether it's technical difficulty or whether he is annoyed that they were held out for the full time. So we're just going to have a little bit of time for a substitute to come in. And while we're waiting for that, oh my word. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I was going to cut to an advert break, but there is no substitute for the central team. So it looks like, alright, Scrapes is coming back. Alright, so for a moment there I thought this was going to, turn into a 6 versus 5 match, which would not have been very good at all. It would have been terrible, in fact, for the competition. But we are just waiting for Scrapes to join up. He is rebooting his computer. Looks like his computer's as munted as mine. So we'll just hang on, and in a moment we will flip off to a quick advert break.
If you don't have a clue what I just said, then you're listening to the wrong thing. Craptastic Chat Back, Thursday nights with EJ and Bob.
Gamestah Radio would like to thank quickspeed.com.au. We wouldn't without them.
Gamestah.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are still waiting for 11 players to ready up. That's because we're still waiting for Scrapes. Alright, Scrapes has managed to join. He's still got his dynamite tags on, so I guess he'll either tag up or just join as he is. We're going to just cut quickly to one more advert while we wait for these players to ready up. And we'll be right back with you with all of the action.
For all your gaming and shoutcasting needs, www.gamestar.com.
Welcome, gamer. You're listening to Gamestah Radio, home of the finest shoutcasters on the planet. Sit back and prepare for auditory ecstasy.
Warning, this broadcast may contain abusive language.
If you're looking for quality game commentary from professional polished announcers, you're looking in the wrong place.
No!
Gamestah. Red Radio.
If you don't have a clue what I just said then you're listening to the wrong thing. Craptastic Chat Back, Thursday nights with EJ and Bob.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we've got the 1 minute call sounding out, so we're not messing around over here. 1 minute call has gone out from the referee. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Craptastic Chatback tonight at 11 p.m. if you're in New Zealand, 8 p.m. if you are in Australia, with EJ and Bob. I wonder if we'll have a match report of the couple of matches that we've had. I think we will. We'll have a regional All-Stars Battle of the Isles match report. We are just waiting for two players, Layden and Calvin, to ready up, and then we're on to the second round of stopwatch here on Gold Rush. Auckland will be attacking this time. Now, we're just waiting for one player. Layden needs to ready up. Pretty soon the ref is going to do an already. Alright, Layden is ready, and we got 20 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, to this round starting. If you've got any shout-outs, be sure to message me in... in 1 second.
Fight.
Steal the tank.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so I'm following the Auckland players at the moment. I've just had a message from Ezekiel in IRC just saying that there might be some problems with the shoutcast. So I'm just going to check to see if there's anything going on there. Well, I don't know if there's anything that I can do. We might have to change servers, ladies and gentlemen, so just watch out for that call. And we've got the first push that has gone up from the Auckland players, who are now allies, trying to steal this tank, and it has been cut down. But they're doing their second push at the moment, heading through the bank, the main doors. And we've had a Panzerfaust go out from Denzel, and it has completely missed every single player that was standing outside of the door. So that's a stroke of luck for the Auckland players, but they are not heading for the tank. Now, I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but the way to steal the tank over here is to take 3 engineers, put them in a row, run them in one at a time. The first guy gets taken out by mines. The other two dash forward, they get cut down by SMG, but by that time you've had enough players on that tank to take it away, and nobody's doing it. Nobody's doing it, ladies and gentlemen. Here in Central versus Auckland and Battle of the Isles, they're making the same mistake, in my opinion. And Central scrapes. He's the engineer designate at the moment, and he is putting down mines, hoping to stop a push. 3 mines down, 4 mines down around that tank. And we've got a push from Auckland coming up through the, from tank barrier 1 up the road. It's met very swiftly by the Central players, but it looks like, oh, with some excellent reviving from Layden, we still have 6 players from Auckland pushing at the moment at the tank. They are around the little sausage setting cart or shopping trolley or whatever it is. And action is fierce at the moment, so I'm just going to turn down my game sounds here, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. That should do the trick. And, well, we've got some pliers on the tank, but he is cut down, so the tank isn't fully repaired, but it's going to be partially repaired. Only reflow is taken out, and Sin is lying, and he's taken out, Layden is taken out before he can revive Sin. So we've got the tank still secure, but clever work. Here comes Calvin running in. Calvin comes in as an engineer, distracts the player. Oh, distracts even the shoutcaster, because while Calvin was attracting fire as an engineer, as you would on this map, there was another engineer still trying to repair the tank. So the tank is partially repaired, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more pushes and they will have it. Maybe even this next push. Here they come. They are heading up from the ammo boxes, the Auckland players, throwing in a couple of grenades at the door, but now they're heading around for the command post. It looks like Calvin is going to run distraction again as they're heading through the command post. He's waiting for the call. The attack is going on at the command post. Here comes Calvin. Oh, he's not running in. He's just running a bit of harassment, calling in, trying to distract the other players so that they turn their attention to him. Not sure about this tactic, ladies and gentlemen. Stick together, rush through. Wow, they split in all sorts of, they came from all sorts of directions, ladies and gentlemen. Couple of players through the command post area, one player up through the tank barrier area, and now we've got a push coming through the main gates, but the engineer is on his own. He's taken out by a mine, and Exorcist, the engineer coming in, is taken out by Scrapes' grenade. Excellent timed grenade there as Exorcist came through the door. Scrapes was throwing a grenade. It was well primed. It landed and took out Exorcist, so the tank is still safe, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try and stop moving my camera too much. Oh, I've got lots of lag going on, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm not sure what's going on with my connection. Hopefully the cast is not suffering too much. If it is, ladies and gentlemen, you know what you can do. Oh, I'm getting connection interrupted again. Alright, we've got a spousal interrupt going there, ladies and gentlemen. Bit of surfing action going on behind my back. But that's all good. So we're back online. Hopefully that, wait, status was offline. Let me just check what's going on with the Shoutcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting a little bit worried. We are still disconnected. Ezekiel, who is my man on the spot, my reporter in the field, is just checking whether the Shoutcast is going on, and at the moment the tank is still stationary, ladies and gentlemen. It has not been repaired, and we have already had 5 minutes of gameplay. It looks like this is going to be full hold city tonight. Now that means this map will be a draw. If Central manages to completely hold out Auckland, it will be a draw, which means each team will have only 1 point. Which means that at the end of this round, it could be, in fact, if this is a draw, ladies and gentlemen, because of the point scoring system, and I can chat here because there's nothing going on around the tank at the moment, a bit of spam, but not much else. Oh, hold on, I spoke too soon. There's a bit of a push, but it is cut down. It comes up from where that shopping trolley is, but it's taken out quite efficiently by the Central players. I'll come back to the points during limbo time. I think that's probably going to be the appropriate time to discuss it. Grenade spam, submachine gun fire, and I can tell you now that Central have a chokehold on this tank. Shout out to Slut Saint. Oh, the tank has been repaired just as I called it. Just as I called it. It wasn't going to be repaired. It has been stolen. And so the spawn has changed hands. And finally, with 9 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen, the tank is on the move. There is no tank barrier. So there is a question now. Oh, here comes Central. They are heading for the tank barrier. Are they going to attempt to build it? Doesn't look like they have an engineer who's going to attempt to build it. Oh, is Danzale? What is Danzale? He's a field ops. So they are concentrating on holding back the tank at the moment. They've damaged the tank.
We've repaired the tank.
Oh, there's something well munted going on with the Shoutcast, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stop the Shoutcast broadcast. I'm going to clear my playlist. I'm going to go to my... Oh, I see. It's disconnecting me. Oh dear, this is not good. Abort. I'm going to make a connection now. I'm going to see if I can break any of my other connections that I've got up. There is something seriously wrong going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, hopefully, I'm going to keep watch over the status at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. There is a plant at Tank Barrier 1. Oh no, sorry, the tank is through Tank Barrier 1. During that hiatus, I must apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for these technical difficulties. You're going to have to download the Shoutcast and download the demos and watch them together, because at the moment it looks like my Winamp is disconnecting me from the Gamestah server. In fact, I'm going to take things into my own hands, and I'm going to change to the other server.
We've repaired the tank.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the tank barrier 2 is up. The tank has been repaired, and it is across the bridge already. It is almost at corner, so it's going to go around the corner as the Allies take the tank there. There is some defense that has been set up around the MG nest that faces Tank Barrier 2 by the Axis, who are Central at the moment, but the tank is marching on. We've got grenade spam. An excellent grenade takes out Alvin, who was manning the tank, but he is going to get revived by Fuego. I'm just going to watch the Shoutcast now, just to make sure that nothing falls over. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the tank stationary at the moment. It is at the bottom of all the hills, so it's at the proposed spot for Banny's command post for the Gold Rush 2. It has been repaired at the moment by Calvin and Exorcist, and now it is around the corner. It is almost around the final corner. We've got an airstrike that's gone down, so the allies are scrambling to get away from the tank, and it is an ineffectual one because once again the Gold Rush ledges prevent an airstrike from actually taking effect. It was thrown too far. Hectic failure of airstrikes here, ladies and gentlemen. Got to throw them in the right place, boys. Alright, so we've got the tank heading on up to tank barrier 2 at the moment, and Calvin is busy arming dynamite. He's armed some dynamite there at the moment, and I'm disconnected again. Well, what on earth is going on here? I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to do a bit of troubleshooting on the fly, ladies and gentlemen, but this is not looking good at the moment. I'm just going to try and get a command up and check what's good. Games Telecom, I think. Looks like to me. Let's do a trace route to extra.et.net.nz and see where this goes.
Barrier.
Well, of course it's going to be a bit munted because I've got gaming things going through it.
They've damaged the tank.
That's not going to help me.
Repeat the tank. We're into the tank. Watch out.
Well, this is very strange, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what we're going to do about this. At the moment, the tank, I'll fill you in as best as I can in the recording. So, at the moment, the tank has just entered into the courtyard, but it is damaged just before it can before it can do its job and blow a hole in the bank. We've got 4 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Central have control of the bank area at the moment. Exorcist sneaks in. He repairs the tank. And the tank shuffles forward a tiny little bit. Stops. And yes, it's in place, ladies and gentlemen. It is about to blow the bank despite the fact that there is plenty of artillery on it. It blows the bank open, and now things are wide open with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Can Auckland do what Central was not able to do and push through into the bank and steal all of the gold? This remains to be seen. We've got a push coming along at the moment. It looks like they're going to be heading for behind the bank, which is probably the wise thing to do. Yes, they're all heading for Auckland, heading for behind the bank, but they are met by 3 players from the Central team, grenade spamming out through that door. It's a real chokehold at the door there, taking out Exorcist as he goes in. He was the last of 3 attackers going through that area. Denzel is out in the courtyard. He is calling artillery spam, I'm sure, onto that bridge. No, I'm mistaken. There's no artillery spam. It's all SMG at the moment. Fraggy takes out Calvin as Calvin hits for the bank from Auckland. And Fraggy still has time now to revive Scrapes, who is an engineer. He's got a lot of mines around that tank area, around the truck area. So even if they manage to grab the gold, they've got it all to do. Oh, I can see my shark. Oh, this plugin is reconnecting again. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to just abort this reconnection, and I'm going to reboot my router. Maybe that's the problem. So here it goes. The router is off. And the router is back on. Hopefully I connect in time without being kicked from the server. At the moment I'm looking at a status. There is a push coming down from the truck barrier 1. But I'm still connection interrupted. La 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 la. This is agony, ladies and gentlemen. Agony. Still waiting, still waiting. I suppose I should cut to an ad break while this happens. I don't feel great about it though. Ad folder. ET. Okay, I'm back with the server, ladies and gentlemen, and the status is unchanged. The gold is still in the bank. We've got 2 minutes to go. The gold is in the bank. It is not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere at all, ladies and gentlemen. There are sporadic attacks coming from the allies at the moment, but there's not much. We've got Exorcist heading around behind the bank. He's firing in through the hole in the wall at 3 players who are camping inside the bank. We've got Fraggy, Scrapes and Hashashin, 2 medics and a field ops defending inside the bank, and they are doing well. It looks like the bank is not in any danger of being taken out. I've got something going on, I think, that is trying to access the internet, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to just start closing down things and see if I can sort out these technical difficulties. But it looks like we haven't been disconnected now, and we are into garbage time, ladies and gentlemen. I wish that the garbage time had happened sooner. Oh, I'm disconnected again. I don't know what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, but anyway, we're in garbage time. With 1 minute to go, the truck is not repaired, and the gold is in the bank. We've got a grab at the gold. In fact, 4 players have just managed to run out with 2 gold crates, ladies and gentlemen, and they are cut down. The first one is cut down, and it's not going. They are. Oh, sorry. All the gold has been returned. The Allies try to head around through the archway, behind the bank and through the archway to the truck, but they were cut down, and with 30 seconds to go, there is definitely no time. So we are definitely in garbage time. I'm going to take a moment to get some music going, ladies and gentlemen, and see if I can sort out whatever is going on with the shoutcast. So we have a full hold for both sides at the moment. A full hold. Nothing doing there. A full hold. So we have the scores at 1 point each for a draw on this map, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm just going to head off and find my music after this advert break.
Welcome to Gamestah ET at www.wolfstar.com for all your ET needs.
You got it, man.
For anything RPCW or ET related, www.wolfstar.com.
They come away from that match with 4 points. 4 points. Now, we've already had a draw here tonight, so whoever wins the next game, if they win it, will go away with 3 points, and of course 3 points counts as a win in this competition, which means if Central win this game, if Auckland win this game, they will come away from this with 3 points, and of course Central will come away with 1 point, which means Central will stay at the top of the log with 1 point for a draw. So they'll have 5 points in total. We will be into round 2, so I'm going to kill this music. We don't want music while the action is on. Now, we'll go. So I'm following Fuego at the moment. Shout out to Fuego, my traditional shoutcasting partner, who is playing tonight representing Auckland. He's following Calvin, and it looks like they're all heading for the west. They are indeed, they're heading for the west, but it has been called. It has been picked by the players from Central. Well, at least some of them. There were 3 players defending the west, and there is a hard battle going on at the moment. But, well, it wasn't that hard for Auckland. They are through at the west, and a plant is going down from Exorcist. In fact, a possible double plant. Well, this is very good playing. Dynamite is planted by Exorcist. We've got an airstrike that's gone down from the Axis near that door out. Oh, and an excellent support fire double kill for Central Rhino. And out come the Axis, hoping to disarm that dynamite. I think Denzel cutting down Reflow, defending the dynamite. Denzel cutting down Layden, but it doesn't look like there is no, oh my word, there is no engineer on the Central side. So although they have wrestle control, there goes the dynamite, and the west gate is breached, and the forward bunker is in the hands of Auckland. So Auckland are through, ladies and gentlemen. Central have got to set up a keycard defense in a hurry, and here they come. Central dashing down the hill from the west gate, heading for the keycard, hoping to set up an impenetrable defense. Here comes the first push from the Allied players. Calvin leading the way with Layden behind him, closely supported. They head off to the side as they come through the west gate, head off to the right. What is that? Towards east. And we've got, who is this? Calvin has already gotten into the building at the moment. The rest of his team are heading up. There's an airstrike going onto the rooftops at the moment from the Auckland players. Auckland are gathering inside. They are about to throw a couple of grenades up. There's grenade spam coming down. Layden gets taken down, but quickly revived by Calvin. They have not got up into the keycard room yet. And here they come with their first push. It looks like with the revives, they're going to arrive intact. Madness ensues. Fraggy is doing excellent work. taking down the attackers. Denzel and Scrapes come in to support him as Fraggy is taken down, and the keycard is safe. Reflow comes in to try and pick it up, but he's cut down as well. Ladies and gentlemen, hard fighting going on at the moment. Denzel and Scrapes are still in the keycard room, and now they are supported by Flip. So the keycard is safe at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Hectic stuff there. An excellent push coming from the Auckland players, but the keycard is safe at the moment. And the east gate, I can tell you right now, has just been blown. So there are two routes of attack now open to the allies, and of course they are going to get that command post. So let's just see who's doing that. Oh, it's Exorcist all by himself. There must be another push going on at the moment from the allies, and yes, they are. They're through the west. They're heading up for the rooftops. Some of them heading for the rooftops, some of them heading for the doorways at the bottom of the stairs. But Sin and Reflow, who were doing that, they get cut down by Crossfire. And it's quiet around the keycard again, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness me, not much time to breathe. We are connected at the moment, but I'm sure that we are going to be disconnected, and tomorrow I'm going to rage somebody at Telecom. I'm going to rage somebody at Orcon, because this is absolute bullshit. I don't want to spend my days shoutcasting to a disconnected server. There it goes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my troubles are not the only ones on the server at the moment. The Auckland team are having troubles trying to get through to this keycard room. They are being met with fierce defense from, as I say it, the objective gets stolen, but it is cut down. There is such a lot of it. There are 10 players inside this keycard room, ladies and gentlemen, and the keycard is gone. It is outside. Somebody is carrying it. Who's carrying the keycard? Calvin is carrying it. He's just TK revived Exorcist, who was carrying it before. So Calvin is heading at rapid speed towards the cistern, and there is already a defense set up at the cistern by the central players. There are 4 players laying down med blankets at the moment. Exorcist comes through, followed by Sin and Calvin behind him. There's an airstrike that has gone down from the Auckland players. Another airstrike, the reply from the... Oh no, it's not an airstrike, it's an artillery strike. So we are trying to get the key. Auckland is trying to get the key to the cistern gate control. And so far they're doing okay, I think. Yeah, Calvin's still got the key. Here they come. They're all in a group together. Exorcist running the push, leading the push from the front. Well, of course he's leading it from the front. Calvin is heading for, and Calvin with some extreme ninja skills packs himself up, runs across the field of fire, and manages to deliver the key card. So the gate is open. Ladies and gentlemen, just 5 minutes have passed. Just 5 minutes have passed, and Calvin is heading through to lay down dynamite. He is laying down dynamite as we speak, and in fact, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players defending the dynamite at the moment. Calvin is in the pool. He's throwing grenades at Frynog. Wow, takes out Frynog with a well-timed grenade and then cuts down Flip and gives him as well. The dynamite has 15 seconds to go, and there are bodies all over the show. We're going to have a defuse from Scrapes. He manages to come in and clean up the remaining allied defenders, and he gets a defuse. So that wasn't a quick round. It was almost a quick round. With 9 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock, the Axis have respawned, and Central, who are Axis, are setting up a defense around the cistern controls where the plant has to go. We've got some rooftop fire coming from the... ladies and gentlemen, there's another trick jump that you've got to watch this demo for. Layden has just trick jumped from the command post room over the wall and into the cistern area, so that's one that you've got to pay attention to. Ladies and gentlemen, download the demo, check it out. It happens with 8 minutes and about 9 minutes on the clock. So we've got another push coming from the allies, trying to get through to the cistern to get down another plant. Unfortunately, they had a plant down with only 5 minutes on the clock, well, with 5 minutes past, and it was diffused by some excellent engineering work by Scrapes. We've got another push going through. Calvin is putting down dynamite once more. Dynamite is planted, and let's see if they can make it stick this time, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Flip. He is cut down by Fuego and Exorcist. Excellent crossfire. Scrapes is heading in. He's taken on, and he is dealt a death blow by 3 players. Calvin and Exorcist and Flip. Well, it looks like this dynamite is going to stick. We're going to have a time that is just over 7 minutes. Just over 7 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the system controls are blown. So, clock is set to 7:04. 7:04, ladies and gentlemen, on the first round. So time has been set. So Central are going to have to beat a time of 7 minutes and 4 seconds to win this match. If they beat this time, they will win the match. If they cannot beat the time, then Auckland will win the match. So we're just in limbo. All about Auckland in the stats, ladies and gentlemen. Highest fragger, experience points, ranking officer, highly decorated, battle sense, and light weapons go to Sin. Shout out to Sin. Awesome work there, mate. That is unbelievable. Walks away with the awards. And Exo and I think Denzel walked away with 1 or 2 awards themselves. But Sin, the man of the hour, certainly man of this round. And we are into limbo time at the moment, waiting for 11 players to ready up. Central Flip has readied up, ladies and gentlemen. And I just glanced over and I saw the shoutcast got disconnected and has been reconnected again. 1 minute, then ready all goes the shout out from, or the call from the referee. Shout out to Cat. Wait for Scrapes. Scrapes has dropped out. He disconnected and reconnected, so he hasn't joined up yet. He has to reboot. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a bit of a pause here while we wait for Scrapes to reboot. And that's a chance for us to get a couple of adverts going. Here we go. Don't forget tonight, Craptastic Chat Back with EJ and Bob.
If you don't have a clue what I just said, then you're listening to the wrong thing. Craptastic Chat Back, Thursday nights with EJ and Bob.
Hello.
Welcome to Gamestah ET, www.wolfenstein.com for all your ET needs.
You got it, man.
For all your gaming and Shoutcasted needs, www.gamestar.com.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this live, I apologize once again. I hope you're not going to be judging Shoutcast by this poor performance tonight. There is something going on the system or something. I'm going to have to get a new computer or something. I've been waiting for an excuse to get one for quite a while now, and it looks like I have one. I just keep getting dropped off here. I don't know what is going on with my shoutcasting system. As a last resort, what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, while we wait for the teams to ready up, I'm going to kill my Winamp and restart that. So there goes Winamp. Winamp dies. I'm going to close my Winamp agent as well. This is for those of you listening to the recording, of course. And now I'm going to hook up Winamp again. Here we go. Winamp is up. Oh, and for listening to the recording, we've had all our teams are readied up now, and we've got 10 seconds to go before we start. 5 seconds to go before the fight goes out. And ladies and gentlemen, the game is on. Fight. Here we go. Here we go. Now, where are they heading? I have no idea where they're heading. It looks like they've headed for the east, ladies and gentlemen. They have headed for the east, and it's a bit of a, well, I think they might have gone for a stack. No, here come the rest of the allies. They have headed for the east, ladies and gentlemen, heading for the east gate, which will get them the command post and a quick spawn. And, oh, they've got a bit of ninja styles going on. We have an enemy in disguise. A covert has let through a couple of the players. Fraggy and Frynog are heading for the objective around. So Central applying ninja skills, ladies and gentlemen, to sneak through, and I can tell you right now that there is no defense around the keycard. No defense whatsoever. Oh, I called it wrong. It looks like the Axis have fallen back. They expected this. As soon as an enemy covert stole one of the uniforms, they fell back, and they are now around the keycard at the moment. I don't want to say things are looking good for the Shoutcast at the moment, because I don't want to jinx it. Oh, and the keycard has been stolen already. Flynog has the keycard, but before he can get out of the room, Fuego is there, takes him from behind, shoots him down, and the keycard is safe. It's back on the table, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the most difficult part of the map, is actually stealing this keycard. Once the cistern door is open, well, yeah, once the cistern door is open, things are pretty easy to get plant down. relatively speaking. But it's actually getting the key card and then delivering it to the cistern door that's the difficult part. So, we've got Axis players camping around the key card at the moment. Fuego is downstairs.
We've captured the forward bunker.
Forward bunker has only now been captured by the Allies. So, plant has gone down at the west and it will blow in 20 seconds. So, that little ninja attack might have worked had the call not gone out for an enemy in disguise from the Axis. But what it has done now is it has delayed things for the Allies. The command post is now being constructed.
We destroyed the west entrance.
And the west entrance is down. We've got 4 minutes and 40 on the clock. 4 minutes and 38 on the clock, ladies and gentlemen, before this round is over. Fuego camping down, watching the doorway at the bottom underneath the key card. Exorcist, Calvin, and Bflow on the platform outside the key card. And at the moment we've got a push coming from the rooftops by the central players, Danzel and Scrapes. And Danzel tries to trick jump from the rooftops onto the roof of the keycard building, but he misses and he's cut down by a freshly spawned Laden. We've got some artillery going on from the Axis outside the keycard area and some battle. Well, there's pushes from all over the place. The Allies are coming at the moment. Hashashin on his own takes out with a well-timed grenade, takes out Calvin, who is on the balcony underneath awning outside the keycard, but he is taken down by Exorcist and left to rot. He hasn't been gibbed though, but I'm sure he will tap out. I can't see that a medic is going to go all the way around to the back there to revive him. So the keycard is safe, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Auckland will win this match if they manage a full hold now. Auckland will win this match because they set a time of 7 minutes and 4, and they are looking good to win at the moment. 3 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. And the Allies are nowhere near. They are nowhere near. We've got artillery spam, we've got crossfire. Well, not so much crossfire, but just direct submachine gun fire going from the Axis that are embanked or encamped. Oh, I called it wrong. I was wandering around looking for the Axis, for the Allies, and they were right at the keycard. Fraggy has just been taken down just before he could get into the keycard room, and he is gibbed by Calvin. But there is another push going on through the lower level at the moment. Hashashin and Frynog have just gone up the stairs. There is a grab for the keycard, but it is failed. They're both cut down. In comes, who was that? Danzel. Danzel on his own, bringing up the rear, but he is also taken out by Calvin. Pistol whipping, but now ammoed up. Ladies and gentlemen, the Axis have just respawned. We've got 2 minutes and 32 seconds remaining on the clock. 2 minutes and 30 seconds for Auckland to hold out before they win this match. 2 minutes and 23 seconds before, or in which Central have to take this match themselves, because the points are 1 each, and whoever wins this map will go up 3-1. And we've got a push coming in through the bottom, and it is cut down once more. You see, the Allies are quite split up at the moment, and the Axis are not. Here's Scrapes all by himself. Okay, he's holding back. It looks like he's holding back, waiting for his teammates. He's sneaking forward and engaging. He engages Laden and takes Laden down. Hashashin is coming through. Hashashin is he's in covert disguise. Well, not disguise, in just covert clothes, I guess. And Scrapes comes up after him. Scrapes comes up after him and takes out Fuego. Scrapes pistol whipping. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Scrapes pistol whipping to try and give Fuego, but doesn't get it right before Fuego is revived, and the Axis cut down Scrapes, who is all by himself. Fuego cleaning up right now, giving Scrapes his body. And the keycard is still safe. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got 1 minute and 15 seconds on the clock. 1 minute and 15 seconds until victory for the Auckland team. Their defense is strong at the moment. 1 minute and 3 seconds. We are going to be entering into garbage time quite soon. Fraggy steps on a mine and is taken out, so he cannot support Danzel, who manages to take out Laden but is not able to give him before Laden is revived, and Danzel is taken out. We've got 4 Axis down at the bottom. They're responding very well, ladies and gentlemen, responding very well to each attack. Wherever the attack is, that's where they rush to, expecting to dominate that area and have enough time to get back to the other avenues of attack, and they are correct. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a result. We are into garbage time, and There is no ways. We've got 20 seconds on the clock. We will not get a plant going down on the system controls, and we will not have a third round in this match. We've got a full hold now going to the Auckland team, which means that they win this map, and with the 1 point from the draw of the previous map, Gold Rush, Auckland are victors tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in Battle of the Isles. Game 2. Well, I'm not going to continue very much longer since my technical difficulties make the live shoutcast almost pointless, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'm just going to hold on and see if they're going to play the third game. Gentlemen.
Yes, should be exceptional. We're about to start in 3 seconds and we'll be underway with this first round. And match is on.
Alright, well, we first got the first of our unusual things to call, because Calvin has gone, he has gone COVID ops, ladies and gentlemen, and he is rushing around towards the bridge. Looks like he's going to hope for, well, I guess he'll spot mines first, I would say. We've got a split attack going on at the moment. Half of the Auckland side have gone under the bridge and are heading for the main gate directly, and they are met by Dio and King Jackal from the south side. There's a submachine battle going on, and King Jackal is owning it up. Takes down one player, revives Dio. And now the rest of the south team arrive at the truck to add to the defense, and they have cut down that first push from the Auckland players.
Well, a hell of a lot of revives available there, but none taken.
Fourth bunker captured and reclaimed by the Axis. That wasn't very good. It was a one-man push, I think. Not sure who it was.
Yeah, that was a bit unlucky, because just before it was claimed, there was a full south spawn. So they all respawned at that time. Okay, we've got the flag changing hands a couple of times, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like we've got a swarm of Auckland players around the flag at the moment. They're going to make the stick, I think. And we have had 1 minute and 25 seconds on the clock, and Calvin is busy planting at the main gate.
Dynamite planted. They reclaimed the forward bunker.
Axis have reclaimed the bunker, but it's been recaptured again. There's a ton, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 Auckland players all running around to the side now while we wait for that plant to blow. It's got 13 seconds left on the clock. 10, it doesn't look like anyone's going to try for a defuse. Exorcist is there as a field up just in case someone comes there.
Yep.
It looks like Souths is set up all around the west rather than going up that dynamite.
Yeah, that is the prudent thing to do, I guess. Set up a west defense, and we've got artillery spam going and an airstrike that's been called in by Exorcist on the west radar, and it's ineffectual. South manages to get out of the way all the time. I wonder if there is going to be a command post getting attacked. Yes, there is a plant at the side, and there are 3 Auckland players waiting for it to blow. Side is down. Alright, so we've got to see how quickly they can get the command post up. Whoa, I've got the gaming music on. Let me kill it. Alright, music is off. And very quickly we've got a command post from the Auckland players, so they are going to be heading out through the side, and the east is completely undefended. That the right thing to do, Opticron?
Yeah, it's pretty common. Most teams do it. You'll see if you watch DT demos and all that. The east usually goes undefended, and you basically let them grab and put all your defences on the west. East's far more easy to grab because you can do the boost, which I'd say they're going to try now. White Dragon's going to try.
Calvin got boosted by White Dragon, but KJ was actually forward to the south, so he manages to cut that down.
KJ doing some damage on the south, but it looks like Calvin's going to run through.
Yeah, it looks like it. King Jackal doing excellent work. He's still alive. We've got 1-1, King Jackal and Calvin comes out on top. But of course, King Jackal had the job of taking out all of Calvin's reinforcements during that boosting attempt, so shout out to King Jackal. I've got to say that he's turning out to be one of the players of this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. King Jackal has really owned it up in every match that I've watched, and we've got the objective being stolen. The east is through the side right now, so it's on its way to the truck, and we're going to have crossfire heaven for the south team around the west radar parts at the moment. Exorcist is just harassing at the moment. He is inside the main entrance there, calling in artillery, just distracting with a few shots from his machine gun. King Jackal takes him on, heads in to take him on and cuts him down, gives Exorcist, so Exorcist is down. Layden comes in and takes out King Jackal.
They made a west grab, and Calvin has it now. They're running through main, and Burst is there, takes him and secures it back.
Oh, awesome!
So they have
work.
returned them.
Awesome work there from Bursty. He manages to take down Calvin with a side attack and returns the parts. Bursty is taken down now, but the parts are returned. That's a get out of jail free card, because with that return, the time limit is going to be going over 5 minutes for both parts to be delivered. So Opticron, according to the call that you've made, if they can make 5 minutes, if they can defend for 5 minutes, they're in with a chance, the south team.
5 minutes is it's a very quick time, but if they can do it, it's hell good. Calvin's just running up now. He's taking on Burster and beats him from lag, I'd say. I saw Burster move around a little bit oddly, but Calvin's taken down by a landmine.
Yeah, Calvin's taken by a landmine as he jumps onto the west radar platform, and he actually pistol whipped Bursty, took out Bursty with the pistol. It was his last ditch attempt, and a bit disheartening for Calvin to be taken out by a landmine, but all's good in love and war and enemy territory. Bursty has respawned, and we've got a push going from the Auckland players. Layden, White Dragon and Exorcist are down near the hut, near the west radar, outside the spawn. Oh, awesome grenade there from... who was that? From Layden, I think. Okay.
Well, Calvin's now got the parts and he's making his way back to CP, so...
It was interesting to see that South all killed just before the parts were taken. I don't know whether that was maybe the smart thing to do. There was a few of them near the parts. Possibly could have gone for an intercept, but too late now. As Auckland are trying to take control of this truck, but there is Artie on it. Artie going down, and it's King Jackal takes on 2, but gets cut down by Layden. And the parts are inside. Calvin is just inside their spawn. He's not going anywhere, just strafing back and forwards.
Six is putting down some MG42 fire. But here comes Calvin with the docks.
And he gets 6:49. That is not a bad time at all. So they've got to defend for the 6 minutes. Not an impossible time for South, but it's definitely going to be difficult against this Auckland team. Just quickly on stats: King Jackal gets Fragger light weapons, Sexus gets Soldier, Kiwi Asian with accuracy, Dio South gets experience points, ranking officer, decorated and medic, Layden gets battle sense, and Kiwi Asian gets engineer.
And we've got to give Calvin the Ninja Award for some awesome strafe jumping.
Yeah.
Managed to grab the parts, disappear into the spawn, the forward spawn for the Allies, and then strafe through under heavy fire from the forward spawn to the truck to deliver the parts. Excellent work there from Calvin. So the teams have swapped sides. We're waiting for 12 to ready up.
I'll just have a look at the stats from last round. Best and worst for the South team. Worst goes to Limp, who got 2 to 6. Best from the South team was Dio, who got 6 to 2, which is backwards from Limp, coincidentally. For the Auckland team, best and worst. Worst goes to Reflow, 2 to 9. Best goes to Layden with 10 to 5. Good game that first round. Teams more even than I'd thought. But we'll see how Auckland's defence goes.
Yeah, Central, Flip, you've played both of these teams. Were you surprised at the skill levels of either of the two?
Not particularly. I mean, both teams have class players in them. I mean, interestingly enough, looking at those stats, you know, you see you're fairly even when it comes to kills and deaths. So both teams really have got what it takes, as far as I'm concerned, to make a time of that. So should be good games from South.
And we're waiting on 9 players at the moment.
Well, while we're waiting, ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder of that shoutcast that's happening later on, a game arena match between the Elite Guards, and I've been messaged, shout out to Mo Schism and Ezekiel2517. DRE stands for Das Reich Elite Troop. So it's the two elite troops that are playing against each other, ladies and gentlemen, the Elite Guards and Das Reich Elite Troop. So they, that's a shoutcaster's heaven to have that sort of a matchup. The two elite, the teams that consider themselves elite, hey?
And EJ's dubbed it the Chicks vs. Dicks, so it should be a good game.
Shout out to EJ and Bob, the original and great Gamestah.com shoutcasters. It's going to be an awesome shoutcast. I'm going to be listening in. And I recommend everyone else listens in too. Tell your friends, MSN them, telephone. It's going to be a cracker. Waiting for 7 players to ready up. And still, we can't call this game. 6:49 is a good time. It's going to be a hard time to beat, but it is definitely doable. It's over that magic 5-minute mark. So, South will be backing themselves for this.
Should be a good round. Oh, anyone in Brisbane? There's a bit of lightning around where I am, so if I suddenly drop out, everyone knows why. Nasty storm on the way by the looks of it. Calvin's readied up. We've got 5 left. 5 left to ready up. Ref hasn't said anything as yet. Do you know the times between rounds, Chrisis, offhand for this competition? Is there a time limit set?
Well, the only time limit is basically the time from when the team that has to choose a map has chosen their map. Once they've chosen the map, the ref gives a 1-minute call, and they change maps. They'll change to the correct map and give a 1-minute call as soon as everybody's in, and then it's game on. The idea is to try and give the team that has chosen the map home ground advantage, so the other team doesn't have a lot of time to discuss strategies or anything like that. They basically have to wing it.
Just to update, Carl has said for everyone to ready up, so we are down to 3.
Come on, Fuego, Leyden and White Dragon, all Aucklanders holding up the works.
That'd be right.
White Dragon is readied up.
I'd be surprised.
White Dragon.
And we're waiting on 1.
We're waiting on Leyden, ladies and gentlemen, who is the coolest guy in enemy territory. Shout out to Leyden. And a shout out to the Flying Cabbages. Some of them are listening in. Good luck
Shout
to
out
the
to
match.
you.
Good luck to you.
Well, we have game on in 6-5-4.
And we're underway.
Destroy the entrances. Capture the forward bunker.
Alright, so let's just see what's
Usual
going on.
airstrikes will come in. No airstrikes. Yep, there they are.
Exorcist throws an airstrike, but Calvin still has work to do with his pistol. Takes out King Jackal, who managed to avoid that airstrike completely. Looks like South are heading for the side en masse. Calvin is the only one that is defending at the moment before the command post, and I think he may have slash killed. In fact, he has.
Slash killed, yeah.
Yeah, he's the slash kill bunny of them all, man. So we've got South heading for the side, and a bit of defense over there from... Oh, who was that? From Bursty.
What a nade there from Liv. He was coming around to the side entrance, the door opened, and just as he got killed himself, his nade flew through and took out Leyden.
Alright, so a bit of grenade exchange there. We've got a plant down on South, ladies and gentlemen, so 15 seconds to that. It's not going to be diffused, I don't think, with Leyden, the engineer, taken out. So it's all up to the defense of South to hold it off, and then they'll be through. 3 seconds till that dynamite gets blown, and there is nobody defending the command post at the moment, and in fact nobody heading for the command post.
South have grabbed the main, they've grabbed the full bunker. Airstrike goes out into the truck area, but there's no one there, so it's not going to hit anyone.
Once again, we're seeing a west defense from Auckland.
Yeah, they just spawned and they are heading around, exchanging packs and heading
We've got
for
Calvin at the east.
Yep.
He's on his own, so they've just seen a mass slash kill by the South team, so they'll be looking to make a push, I'd say, for the east. And Calvin's there on his own. He's on top of the tin roof.
Yeah, so far there's not much in it in the strategies that these guys have employed. It's pretty standard for both teams. We have a single player that's sort of camping and hoping to delay a boost at the east, and the east is going to be grabbed by Dio, who has them right now, and he's going to be heading for the side at the moment. Calvin is running around trying to find who's carrying them, and Main has gone down. So we've got a push coming from south. Well, just harassment from south through the main as well.
Just quickly, Sexus has hit 999 on the team, so he's snapped out now. There we go, he's back.
Bit of connection problems
The
there.
well-famed 999
Yep.
from Sexus. Guaranteed it's on Venti.
He's a funny guy on Bendy, Sexus.
Alright, so Dio has just carried the east parts into the forward spawn, and he's got King Jackal in support of him. Heading for the truck now, but as we expect, it's completely uncontested. All the action at the moment is around the west gun, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a push from Kiwi Asian and Limp over the wooden bridge, but they are effectively cut down by the Auckland team. Still another airstrike down, but it takes out only one player. So at the moment, West is in the hands of the Auckland team. A very effective crossfire at the moment going down from them. And a push, a sneak ninja push from Sexus.
Gets taken down by that sneaky landmine inside the west.
I don't know how they get that landmine down.
I've been trying a boost now. A boost up to the west. And Kiwi Asian is up. But he's met... Oh, he's still...
he's dealing out damage, Kiwi Asian.
Grab.
He's got the parts, but he's taken out.
Dio.
Here goes Dio up through the main.
There's a lot of backup here. Dio and
Calvin on his own.
Calvin on his own, and it looks like they're going to be through Sexus.
Well, looks like he's going to secure it.
Oh. They've secured.
Wow.
Huge.
Wow.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
No, I've got to say that was pretty unexpected. I mean, it looked like South were actually fairly disorganised in their attack, but just that main push that they came through with, and they just ran the enemy right on out of ammo. Calvin got right down to his pistol, and he had 3 guys to try and take down, so pretty good backup there from South.
Yeah, well, I think it was...
Readied up, forced ready by the referee, ladies and gentlemen. 10 seconds to go. And South are on the attack here, so they will be setting the first time. Just, fight.
And we're underway.
And South are heading straight for the ladder access way to the top door. King Jackal is an engineer, and he's headed for the main door. He's already at the main door, taking on...
Way to go, actually. South are looking good. Kiwi Asian's going for a plant. This is very different from what we saw the last game, Chrisis, because we saw a big fight for their flag with Central and South. So this will be quite interesting.
Well, they're on 15 seconds, and
He's already set up the radio.
10 seconds on the dynamite. Calvin was attempting a defuse, and he was taken out by a grenade. So 5 seconds remaining on that dynamite, and it's going to blow. So South are definitely on. They have the upper hand on this match, ladies and gentlemen. The main door has been blown. The secret weapon is accessible, and King Jackal and Dio are already through into that room. There is no defense in the secret weapon room, so they are through with the objective and heading back towards the Allied spawn, it looks like, to get some reinforcements and have that have the secret weapon protected as they head off to deliver it. Now, the fastest way, I do believe, from the Allied spawn is down the red lit passage. So I'm just heading down that passage to see if there is any defense set up around the plane. This time the transmitter has been built. Oh, and the match is paused. What's going on? Match is paused, ladies and gentlemen, by Axis. That's the Auckland team.
Looks like a plant has also gone down on that radio, so should be interesting to see whether or not they can get the
Layden is AFK.
Layden is AFK.
So KJ and Dio running around the top. If they can get it in this push, the parts it's going to be an exceptionally fast time for this map. It's going to be difficult for Auckland to beat it if they can get the weapon home. 130.
Well, looks like South have managed to secure the plane area. They got Sexus, QE8 and Bursty all out by the plane. Looks like there's a couple of Axis mines at the exit of the secret entrance, so they'll have to get past those first, but that shouldn't be too difficult if they're medics.
Still waiting. And who's connecting? A warning. And that looks to be... Has someone dropped out? Who dropped out?
Magda has gone to back.
Oh, Exorcist is back. Exorcist is back, and McTablis has dropped out. Exorcist is back, and that's an interesting turn of events. Of course, they are allowed to have substitutes in here, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing against that. And these, although the competition is steep, these are friendlies, theoretically. So we're just waiting on the Auckland team to sort themselves out. Layden apparently has gone AFK. Now, we don't know what could have caused that. Could have been anything. Phone call. GA forfeit, says Exorcist. Let's find out who their
shift phone call. Did your friends
I think it
play ET? So good.
Well, game on.
I think
King Jackal and Dio now pushing down through the secret passage. They're going to hit those mines.
Oh, game is on.
And sure enough, KJ's taken down.
But it's not going to stop them. Limp heads for the objective and sets an unbelievable time, ladies and gentlemen, of 1 minute and 54.
Unbelievable time.
That's unbelievable. That is incredible.
Wow.
2 minutes.
The South have come up to this match hungry, and that is an exceptional time for that match. I don't know how Auckland are going to tackle that one. That is a
well, that was just class. I mean, South's just had... it looked as though they'd even been cracking that map. That was just so well-timed and pretty good teamwork.
And it was all one push. There was never... Nothing ever got knocked back. It was all in the one nice motion. They got plant down first push, got the weapon.
Now, while we're waiting for the players to ready up, let's just go through the point situation at the moment.
How Auckland are gonna try and tackle this.
We'll go through the point situation. Sorry about the talking over, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a bit of lag going on between the shoutcasters, so we'll try and work it out. So the points table at the moment stands with the central team at the top. That's represented by Flip, our mystery guest tonight. And they have 5 points after winning their first game against South outright. They took 4 points out of that, and 1 point out of one of the maps was drawn against Auckland. Auckland are sitting second on the points table with 3 points, having won their last match by winning a map and drawing a map against Central. And South are languishing at the bottom with 0 points, but they are looking good. They, at the moment, because they have won the first map, have 2 points, so they are clawing their way back into this competition, ladies and gentlemen, and if they can hold out for under 2 minutes, 1 minute and 54 seconds. They are going to go to second on the table ahead of Auckland, who are sitting with 3 points. That will mean that South will have a total of 4 points if they can hold out for 1 minute 54, and Opticron, I'm pretty sure that they're going to be able to do that. It's going to be exceptional for Auckland to come back and win this game.
Yeah, the South would have to do something horrid to get the Auckland team through. It is doable in theory, but yeah, God, I really can't see. I can't see the Auckland capping in under 154, to be honest.
Yeah, you're right. They did exceptionally there.
I suppose we'll see.
Yeah, you never know. These are not players who will lie down. We're just waiting for 6 players to ready up. I'll just go through the teams in case you've just joined us and are listening for the first time. Sif, join now, guys. You've got to join right at the start of the match. These have been awesome games. We've got representing Auckland, Calvin, Exorcist, Fuego, Leyden, Reflow, and White Dragon. And for a brief period, Mactabulous was representing Auckland. He substituted in for the first minute of this map. And representing South, we've got King Jackal, Dio, Limp, Sexus, Kiwi Asian, and Birthday. And we've had the ready up already going. So in 15 seconds, we're going to have what could be the final round of tonight's match. And if Auckland can pull the rabbit out of the bag, we will have another map. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and fight. And Auckland are heading up around past where the transmitter room is, heading for that forward flag. Calvin is heading down the red room, and he is an engineer, so I think he's going to lay some preemptive mines to try and maintain control. Oh, we've got a one-on-one with Bursty and Calvin. Calvin prones, and he's taken out by Bursty. What's the rest of the team doing?
Dynamite planted.
Exorcist, the engineer, builds the... Oh, we've got some major lag going on at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Exorcist is building the transmitter. And we've got a push going on for the forward flag by Calvin and Fuego. And now they're heading up the ramp together with White Dragon. There is a plant down, ladies and gentlemen, at the main entrance, and it's going in 3 seconds. But there are some defenders throwing down grenade spam at that doorway. King Jackal and Limp are defending the secret weapon at the moment. And behind the door, we've got, it looks like Kiwi Asian. Dio is also there defending that main secret weapon. And at the moment they're holding out. King Jackal just doing a revive now of Limp, who's taken down. And the secret weapon is firmly in control in the hands of the South team. 25 seconds to go. Ladies and gentlemen, before it started, this match is about to be ended. 20 seconds to go. And the South still have control of the secret weapon. That is the final push, I think, that the Auckland team are going to be able to put down for this. Oh no, here comes another push. 8 seconds to go, 7 seconds to go. Can Auckland steal this from the death? I don't think they have enough time. With 2 seconds to go, they have not laid hands once on the secret weapon, and time is up, ladies and gentlemen. South dominating this game, this Battle of the Isles second map. Wow, that was incredible. Now we had terrible venti lag, and so I don't know if I've still got my fellow shoutcasters. Let's just see if they're still in there with me. Opticron and Flip, are you there? Did you manage to see any of that game? Well, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we've lost our fellow shoutcasters. We've got Limp taking away Fragger, experience points, ranking officer, and highly decorated. Kiwi Asian takes highest accuracy. And that's it. That's all of the awards. And ladies and gentlemen, that means that South go...
Blink and you'd have missed it.
Chat's going. I mean, I honestly, as an idea, they should have really got this map sorted prior to the game.
Oh, Fuego, we've got a fight. The fight has gone out, and we have a mass spawn from the East Beach by the South team, who are allies on this map. So, ladies and gentlemen, straight away they're heading for the back door. Legatus is there, and he's laid a couple of mines. The first mine is taken out. The second mine is taken out, and Kiwi Asian is still up. Legatus has been taken out. He is lying on his back with that little medic symbol above it. I'm going to just kill the music. What's happening on the front there? Are they taken by surprise? Fuego.
Well, it seems to me, Danzai has been taken out by an odd job grenade, and surprisingly, odd job is a covert ops. So be prepared for some undies to be stolen, because they may make a wee entry from the back section.
Alright, we've got a command post that has been built by the South team, and dynamite has been planted at the back door with 22 seconds remaining on the clock. And here's a very interesting situation that's developed. The central team all spawned just before that command post was built, and there was a fierce battle around that command post area, but too little too late. 5 seconds on that dynamite and it's going to go down. Ladies and gentlemen, Oddjob has let in a couple of players from the South team wearing Scrapes' uniform, so they are through. And Kiwi Asian, is Kiwi Asian an engineer? He's going to be met as he comes. Denzel and Frynog have set up a defense on the stairs, preventing the South team from sneaking up and planting too soon. There's a bit of battle going on at the rail. Well, what is this? At the rail near the armor cabinets, or the missile cabinets. But it looks like South are making their way rapidly up into the gun. Ladies and gentlemen, Fuego, this is incredible movement.
Incredible, definitely. This is quite a surprise from the South side. They've made a brilliant run from the command post to get through, sneak in, get a covert, and hopefully make their way for a plant at the gun controls, which seems to be getting cut down by a dangerous crossfire set up here by the central lads, Chrisis.
I don't think, Fuego, that this is any sort of crossfire that has been set up. Ladies and gentlemen, Oddjob went off and satcheled the generator and opened those lower doors. I think it took the central team by surprise. They were all camping up on the balconies above, and a couple of the South players managed to get to the gun controls and were getting ready to plant, I guess, and there was a bit of scrambling going on from the central team, and managed to push back. So we are back at the status quo now, with most of the central team camping the main entrance from the roofs.
We have a problem. We have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Well, we did have a problem. I just noticed that Frynog was sitting in the spectator mode, and the central lads only had 5, so I guess this pause was due to that, but I guess they can time back in now, Chrisis.
Frynog hit his bind to go spectator by accident. Oh dear. So he's just joined up. So ladies and gentlemen, at the moment we've got South pushing very, very hard, and Central really been stretched in their defense, but scrambling well, managing to defend those initial pushes. And time is back on, ladies and gentlemen. A bit of cleaning up going on by Central. It's going to be incredibly difficult to keep track of everything that's going on. I'm going to camp. There's a dynamite plant.
There's a plant. There's a plant. There's a plant on the gun controls, and it looks like Albie just sneaked in there like a little ninja and put a plant down there. He's hiding, but I don't know. I think he's been. He just threw a nade and flipped. But has Flip been gibbed?
Yes.
Flip has been gibbed. But they've got an NG. Frynog is an NG. He respawned as an NG, and he has defused the dynamite, ladies and gentlemen. Great work by Frynog there, Chrisis.
Oh my word, Albie nearly took it for the South team. He managed to lay down a plant with his grenade. He took out Flip, and Flip got gibbed very quickly. I don't know who gibbed him, but yes, there was a backup engineer, Frynog, and so it's all quiet. I'm going to camp this gun control because it seems that the South are so unpredictable. Central are not able to figure out where exactly they are. And it's all quiet now at the moment. Hold on, there's a Central player. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Had a phone call going. Just had to make sure that it got switched off. And it's still quiet around the gun controls. Nothing much happening here. Med blanket going down. Central are camping nicely. Do you know where South are at the moment, Fuego?
At the moment, I'm currently following the Central lads, but that phone call wasn't anybody requesting the shoutcast by any chance there, Chrisis.
No, it was
shout
not.
out, I should say.
No, it was not. And we have a push coming in from the South team. Just as we said, we don't know where they are. In they come. They're at the gun controls, ladies and gentlemen. Kiwi Asian is planting dynamite right as we speak. He's got the dynamite down, and they are setting up a defensive position over here. Kiwi Asian has headed out, and he is now spamming grenades. Legatus is lying. He is dead but not give. Fraggy is trying to keep the defense up. Limp has been taken out. My word, ladies and gentlemen, Legatus has been revived, and so has Fraggy been revived by Denzel with 8 seconds on the dynamite. There is no engineer inside. No engineer, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here comes Freinog, but I don't think he's an engineer. I think, and we have a time set of 5 minutes and 25, ladies and gentlemen. South making it stick that time.
Well, I'd say 5 minutes and 25 seconds is not a bad time set here by the South guys, but depends how these Central guys go about their next offense. Could be quite interesting if they can sneak through what we're expecting to be a kind of, I guess, whatever goes strat.
Okay, so I'm just going through I've just missed those awards, unfortunately. There was a comment in MM1 saying, own it up, Dan's from LB South. So I guess Denzel did quite well there. And we're just about to enter into round 2. Fuego, I've just got to go AFK at the moment. I've got a bit of an emergency that I have to deal with. Can you take it from here? We're waiting for 8 players to ready up.
Sure thing. Yeah, no worries. You go and do what you got to do, mate, and I'm sure you'll be back. And you take good care of that phone call or whatever's the emergency that's happening. So yeah, good luck to that, mate. Now we are still waiting on 5 people to ready up on the Axis side, and the Allies, the Central who are on the Allies. Still need 2 now. One, Danzai just readied up, so hopefully the rest of the South guys will be readying up right now, I hope. I hope you're all tuning in here, and if you have just tuned in for some sort of coincidence, we are currently in a game where it's Central versus the South, a kind of an intercontinental competition, I guess, to figure out who is going to be the top 8 players of NZ to represent NZ, obviously, for the a match against this NA. So hopefully we're not going to get the same situation as what happened in GA, where there was a bit of a flame war going on about some popularity contest, which obviously they were voted in by the public, and the public, of course, I guess, would have has every right to choose who they want to represent their country. So anyhow, it looks like we have 4 players to ready up on the South side: Oddjob, LB, Limp, and Kiwi Asian. Now, let's hope that these guys ready up soon. I guess they would be on Ventrilo right now, trying to decide what would be the best defense for this, because I'm sure that the single guys will be pushing hard to get the win. Right, 2 players. We're waiting 2 players now, and they would be LB and Oddjob. And hopefully they realise that we are currently waiting on them.
Alright, Fuego, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Quite interesting. Oh, great. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Hope everything's sorted, mate.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I managed the firewall for a company that desperately needed to do some configuration. So I had to spam them the password to that firewall so that they could get the configuration. Don't understand why they don't keep the password in a safe place so that they actually remember it. But ladies and gentlemen, it's all good. We've got 10 seconds to go before the round starts. I apologize for those technical difficulties. Not very professional, but the guy kept phoning. He wouldn't just leave me alone. And ladies and gentlemen, we have fight. Round 2 is on, and we have Central all spawning at the West Beach and heading up to the embankment. We've got artillery going down at the embankment, but it looked like the South team anticipated an attack from the back, from the rear, and so they've all spawned there, it looks like. There is only Dio at the moment at the front, and well, that first push was quite emphatically pushed back, wasn't it, Fuego?
Well, it was counterattacked, I should say, by the South. Now, they laid a lot of spam, which thwarted the engineer. Well, the engineer didn't really get thwarted into building the ramp, but they had a covert op that took out the satchel, took out the ramp, but it looks like the Allies are making their way for a flag grab. So perhaps you could take it from here, Chrisis, and tell us what's going on from your point of view.
Yeah, Central are up and they are over through to the forward bunker, and they have made a flag grab and are heading already towards the gun room. And, well, they've got reinforcements that still need to be respawned. But Frynog is through, and I do believe somebody else got through as well. Frynog is setting himself up for a bit of spawn camping action in the Axis spawn, and from behind, he takes out Kiwi Asian, he takes out King Jackal, Fraggy together with him, and Scrapes clean up the rest, and there's a dynamite plant.
Oh, it's been defused as soon as you say it's planted. We had no idea. That must have been quite well delayed, that one there, Chrisis. I actually was following Danzel at one stage. You were talking about an engineer that had actually done a bit of a ninja, but he got busted. They just picked him out. And poor Danzel got taken down, and while I was following him, obviously maybe Frynog got through and made a sneaky plant, Chrisis.
Yeah, well, we've got the Allies, and Central Scrapes is laying dynamite as we speak. King Jackal's heading in with a grenade and manages to take out Scrapes, the engineer, who threw dynamite down but was not able to arm it. Scrapes, as he was about to die, managed to take out King Jackal with his submachine gun, but it is all quiet once again. South, Limp from South is at the moment camping the gun controls. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you're wondering, we have had just over 2 minutes, well, just under 2 minutes of play, in fact, in this map, and already we've got a couple of dynamite plants that have gone down at the gun controls, but both of them have been defused. Sorry, only one was armed. The other one was, the engineer was taken out before he could arm it. And it's quiet again. LB and Oddjob are all camping here in the gun room. Where are Central? I don't know where they are. Looks like a push coming in from...
Well, it looks like they are coming from the spawn side up top. They've gone and decided to do a bit of spawn camping, but unfortunately there was no one spawning. Oh, King Jackal just SKs one of the unfortunate medics who was Legatus, I think, trying to go for the revive, but was SK'd before he even had the opportunity.
We've got a plant going down, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a plant. Oddjob from South was taken out by Danzel, and that cleared the way for Danzel, who is playing engineer at the moment, to get a plant down. Oddjob is back there though, and Dio is also there as medics to protect LB. 15 seconds on the dynamite. It's not even going to be close, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it looks like, LB's been taken out by a grenade, and that dynamite is going to go. That dynamite is going to blow. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, what a surprise, and not really a surprise, I guess, ladies and gentlemen. Central coming back with a vengeance. Objective reached at 3 minutes and 54. That was so close to being defused. Fuego, I thought that they had it.
Well, it looks like the South were caught napping, not completely, because I saw that they were totally covering the engineer, but it didn't look like the other side of the gun controls was being watched, I guess, because there was obviously a sneaky nade that was thrown in. I'm not exactly sure exactly where that came from, Chrisis.
Yeah, that was incredible. I mean, I was watching it and I didn't hear a grenade drop at all, and I was right there watching LB as he was defusing. So that was an excellently placed grenade, because it didn't just kill him, it gibbed him completely. So well done to Central for going 2-0 up in this match, winning the first map, which was actually South's choice of map. And the map begins. And I'm going to kill the music right and early because I don't want to miss any of the action while I faff about in Winamp. Ladies and gentlemen, this is down to the wire. Bursty is asking for an invite from his team, which I think is South. And the game is on. The game is on, ladies and gentlemen, and we have Central heading past the route to the south. And King Jackal manages an SK with his Panzer, but that's all he's able to manage. And Central are heading for the main... No, they are actually heading for that forward spawn through the side. Scrapes is dealing out some damage, but there is a defense set up. He is almost at the flag, and he's cut down by a pistol whipping from King Jackal, who is the Panzerfaust for this match. Freinog and Denzel are at the moment outside the forward spawn, throwing in grenade spam. And there is an airstrike that goes out, forcing them to rush into the forward spawn, but they are trapped between that airstrike and grenade spam. Denzel manages to wake Freinog up, and this is where all the action is, ladies and gentlemen. Denzel gets another revive from Freinog and rushes through to grab the flag. He's unable to do it. Limp and Oddjob dealing damage there together with Kiwi Asian, so the flag is safely in the Axis side. I don't know what the rest of the Central team are doing. Fraggy is outside the side entrance to the forward spawn, and it looks like Freinog is heading for the main gate. He takes out Dio at the truck, so Freinog is looking to go in. They are concentrating on trying to get this forward spawn, ladies and gentlemen. Freinog engaging Oddjob, who takes him down with some excellent SMG fire. 1-on-1, that's Oddjob 1, Freinog 0. King Jackal is moving around with his Panzerfaust to head off any attack underneath the central, underneath the main bridge, but Central are not there anymore. They've headed for the south side. South side represent. Central Flip has got a couple of landmines. Oh, he's defusing landmines, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like he's made a bit of a mistake. He selected the wrong weapon, and he threw a landmine down at the side entrance instead of a dynamite. He just waits for his his charge bar to charge, and he's got a dynamite down, and at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, the forward bunker flag was grabbed, but it was reclaimed by the Axis, and once more it's been grabbed by the Allies, and it's now going to stick. It looks like Denzel is just giving bodies right now, rushing out towards main, taking on LB. 1-on-1, Denzel and LB, ladies and gentlemen, and LB comes out on top, but he's cleaned up by Freinog, and looks like a plant is going to go down on main in just a couple of minutes. Here comes Central Scrape, and there is definitely a plant down at the main gate, and the side entrance has been blown, ladies and gentlemen. So, wow, there's a lot of action going on here. I can tell you right now, Central are heading for the side entrance en masse. They are going to go for the token east, the east part, and we're just going to probably have to
construct the command post. Command post constructed. We destroyed.
Oh, there's so much action going on here, but I'm trying to get a Venti up with Fuego so that he can join us in the shoutcast, ladies and gentlemen. They have already grabbed the east parts, ladies and gentlemen. Denzel is ninjaing it along, and he has got the east parts, and he's heading past the command post at the moment, which has been built and is being held by the south, by the Central team. And alright, here Denzel is now in the forward spawn, so he's going to head for the truck in a moment, and there is Freinog just defending the truck. In fact, the whole of the Central team has headed for the main, and they have now kept the east parts, ladies and gentlemen, so it remains for the west radar parts to be captured, and there is a boost attempt going on right now from Scrapes and Fraggy. Fraggy is trying to jump up there. He is up at the south radar, at the west radar at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. He is proning like he does. He has grabbed the parts and is packing up as he jumps down onto the road. He's heading for the main entrance. Is he going to be able to get it through? It looks like it, ladies and gentlemen. Almost unhindered. He makes it, and he secures the parts in 4 minutes 23. Ladies and gentlemen, that was incredible. That was an incredible time. Sub 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, for the Central team to cap both parts. That's an excellent time. And I'm just trying to get the IP address of the Venti channel that we're going to be using so that Fuego can join. And the port number is different too. Fuego. We're just trying to get Fuego hooked up. That was an unbelievable match. An unbelievable time set of 4 minutes 23, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize once more for the technical difficulties we've had tonight. It looks like the Oz Forces Venti bombed out on us and we were unable to bring you the rest of Fuego's swelty voice.
Yeah, well, unfortunately I had no idea what was going on there. Your voice suddenly disappeared, and I guess I thought maybe there was something wrong where another phone call, or perhaps from another keen and a listener calling you and harassing you to make out a shout out to somebody, but no. It was not, so...
Yep. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, just to do a shout out to Oddjob from the South Island team, we are using the Bravelands Venti server at the moment, which is a community Ventrilo server that was set up specifically for the New Zealand clans. So thanks very much, Oddjob. I know that you don't realize we're using it, but when you listen to the Shoutcast, thanks very much for setting up a channel. We're using the Flying Cabbages channel at the moment on Bravelands. If you'd like a shout out to go out, ladies and gentlemen, you can come and join us in the Bravelands Flying Cabbages room, and we'll take shout outs when the match is over. I'm just going to message Fuego if he can check for the private password in IRC, Fuego, and we'll hop down into the private channel.
Sure thing.
So just waiting for Fuego to join me here in our private channel. That will give the pubs a chance to join up with the Flying Cabbages public channel. And I have just had a call from BIA Carl asking for the teams to ready up. So the Souths are really going to have to work hard tonight, Fuego, to beat the time of 4 minutes 23.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not exactly too sure. I didn't actually follow too much of the match because I was too busy trying to figure out what the hell was going on with Ventrilo. Goodness gracious me, Chrisis.
Well, I tell you what, it was a fantastic display of rapid fire changing of strategies, Fuego. The team headed around towards the bridge to go under the bridge to the truck and blow the main entrance, and they made a push on the forward spawn from 2 or 3 directions at once. And when that was cut down, they kept plugging at it for a little bit, and then headed around to the main gate, distracted South for just long enough to make a grab on the flag. The flag exchanged hands a couple of times, and then Central were able to make it stick. Then headed en masse around to the south. To the side entrance, blew that, and it was almost all over from there. Grabbed the east parts, and about 30 seconds later grabbed the west parts and delivered them both very quickly, setting a time of 4 minutes 23. Excellent ninja skills from Fraggy and from Denzel, the parts carriers, unhindered. Ladies and gentlemen, we are entering into round 2. 2, 1, 0, fight, goes the call, and the game is on.
Capture the forward bunker.
Game is indeed on, and I'm currently following the South lads who are making a push towards the side entry, which obviously they had to stop for some airstrike spam that was thrown out by the Axis, obviously, and they are hopefully... Oh, there was a slow whoopsie daisy. I don't know what happened there, but Albie just TK'd King Jackal, and I'm assuming that King Jackal got in his way as he was about to fire his noob nade. So, not such a good shot, that one.
Well, we've got the South pushing hard at the side entrance, ladies and gentlemen, and a mass kill from Central. There is a plant at the side entrance that is going to blow in 5 seconds. Central have mass killed, and I would guess that they are setting up around the west radar as we speak, forgetting about the east and forgetting about defending the forward bunker. They are going to be counting on their SMG skills here around the west. They have set up a crossfire and a couple of med blankets, or snake pits as Central Legatus would have them called. Do they have a command post up? I think so.
I'm not too sure. It looks like the command post was not up. I don't think so, but perhaps it was. But looks like someone made a sneaky grab for the east parts, but whoever that was taken down by Flip. Flip was sitting around the east radar and took him down before he even had a chance to get away. There's no way you're getting away from Flip there, Chrisis.
No, he dealt out the damage that was required, a bit of harassment there, and just enough to delay the east parts being something simple to walk away with. And Flip looks like the designated east defender. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, most of the defense gets set up around the west, and a token defender is often left at the east just to cause general harassment. With 2 minutes 13 on the clock remaining, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a push coming for the east. Our job is waiting for his teammates to come in, King Jackal to stack so that they can grab the east parts. Oh, it limp goes around, takes a Flip, and he's got the east parts and he's on his way. So with just under 2 minutes remaining, it's the west parts that have to be grabbed. Main has been blown, ladies and gentlemen, and every single one of the central players are around the west, and there's a fierce battle going on right now. All of the central players shooting at the south players, attempting a boost at the trick jump boost point near the west.
Yeah, I was just laughing at that because I was watching poor Kiwi Asian was trying to actually jump that boost for he made about 3 or 4 attempts. I think he gave up in the end, and he got off on top, off of him, and of course Dio sat on top, which of course they like to be on top. You know, that Dio fella, you know, don't know about him sometimes, but anyhow, he got up top, he got boosted, but he got taken down because there were so many attempts to get up there that it just became so predictable, Chrisis.
Yeah, they were definitely onto it. The central team were. Here they come again. The south side are busy, about to lay a boost, but Central have thrown an airstrike at the wooden bridge, just delaying them slightly. Alright, we've got Kiwi Asian, Limp at the moment has thrown an airstrike to clear away clear the way for the boost point, and Kiwi Asian has managed to boost himself up, and he's onto the main road. He's got 30 seconds to cap the points. Limp has taken the parts. LB picks up the parts. Oh, and with some unbelievable defense there, the central team take out a row of dock carriers, and the parts have been returned to where they are with 19 seconds. It's going to be really close, if at all, that the South managed to take this match. Limp is heading for the parts right now. He's got the parts. 10 seconds to go. It's going to take something special, ladies and gentlemen, for him to get there. He's taken out just as he lands on the... 3 seconds to go. King Jackal is carrying the parts, and he's cut down as he gets...
Oh! Oh! There was heart-in-the-mouth stuff there. I mean, goodness gracious me, so close. I'm sure that if somebody had given them an extra 3 seconds or so, they would have made that.
Man, that was incredible. I don't think he would have. He was actually cut down as he reached the main entrance. And I hope you got a demo of that game, Fuego. Because I didn't, it looks like.
I think...
For that odd job, and to Bravelands for a fantastic server. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 seconds to the rematch of Auckland versus Central in Battle of the Isles, and fight!
I'm watching the Allies, and this is Central, and they're all attacking the main door. Looks like there's no one going towards the back gate, so it's a big rush up the ladder. Can they beat the airstrikes, Chrisis?
It looks like they're going to be able to get inside before the airstrikes go down, but White Dragon manages to clean up the one player that managed to get over the ramp. There's a lot of grenade spam that's going on at the moment from both teams, up over the ladder and out through the doors. There is a plant that has gone down at the main door, and nobody's going for a sneak at all, Egud.
No, it's interesting. They're very keen on attacking this ladder, getting the command post, and I'd imagine they'll rush as fast as they can and try and catch the Axis on back foot. So now we've got the CP up, and they're heading into the office and towards the warehouse, and we've got one engineer going to plant the service door, but it looks like a big warehouse rush here, Chrisis.
Yeah, it looks like they are all heading through the truck area. A plant has gone down at the service door, and the push is happening right now. Scrapes, Fraggy, and Zanzal, I think, are heading along down through the trucks. There's an airstrike, ladies and gentlemen, but it does not have any effect.
I'm watching Zanzal. He's gone up the stairs to the objectives. He's taken down one, but he's taken down by replay. He was only left with a Luger, so It was pretty hard to take down 2 SMGs with the Luger, but you never know with these players.
Alright, the service door has gone down, ladies and gentlemen, so we are sure to see a couple of pushes coming down that service doorway, and Freinog is already grenade spamming up onto the platform at the moment. He's 1-on-1 against Leyden. Who's going to win this one, ladies and gentlemen? It's Freinog. He takes out Leyden and gives him, but White Dragon is there to clean up Freinog, and he's a 1 versus 1 winner, but the docks are still safely in place. And there comes some wow, awesome grenade from Hashashin, takes out White Dragon.
Oh, double grenade from Scopes. He's rushing up the ladder from the courtyard, and he throws a grenade and takes out 2. All the while, the allies rush the service door, and they have the objective, Chrisis.
Hashashin is running off with the objective, but the command post has been blown. The command post has been blown by the Axis team. So let's just see where the Axis team are. The transmitter looks fairly quiet. Oh no, yeah, they come. White Dragon is already through to the transmitter.
That was awesome stuff. We had the objective carrier and one other running through the office, and Calvin was able to take out the protector. And while he thought he had a chance, half the objective carrier took him out with an awesome rifle grenade. So what's happening at the transmitter, Chrisis?
Okay, at the transmitter, the allies have just arrived. It looks like they're going low. Denzel is ahead, 1-on-1 versus Exorcist by Denzel, and he takes out Exorcist, and Hashashin has a waltz and a hop and a leap, and they have set a time of 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Unbelievable, Egan.
Well, that is absolutely quick. The Central team, their attack was perfect. They did a nice split through the courtyard and through the service door, and it was Scopes who got the double grenade. And
ready it up, ladies and gentlemen. So we are into round 2 of the first map of Battle of the Isles, Auckland versus Central rematch, and we are starting in 7 seconds time. 5 seconds. Oh my word, I don't know if Auckland can take this. They might be having to prepare for the next map already in their strat, and the game is on, ladies and gentlemen. Fight.
Okay, I'm watching the Auckland team. We've got 5 players running up to the front door at the moment, and 1 on his own next reflow. He's planting mines at the back gate, which is very smart play. But he's taken down by a very cleverly placed support player. What's happening at the front, Chrisis?
Alright, White Dragon has managed to get a plant down, and he's just camping, defending that plant. The Auckland team have been very disciplined, waiting for an artillery strike to be called, to do it, to be finished. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, they are in at the command post. They are busy fighting right now. Central Freinog, the last man standing for the Axis. No, here comes Denzel trying to deal a bit more damage, but he withdraws, and the command post is up just in time, just as the main gate goes down. Ladies and gentlemen, Auckland are through and heading for the service door. Are they? No, they're not even bothering with the service door. Here comes Fuego, but he's just collecting ammo. He's a medic, and it looks like they are heading through the truck yard at the moment, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. They're in the courtyard. There's artillery spam though. There's a lot of spam going down from the central lads. Auckland have to wait again, just like they did at the front. They did it beautifully before. Can they do it again, Chrisis?
Yeah, it looks like it. The artillery is down, and they've just Leyden and White Dragon have dealt to Flip and taken him down. Denzel comes in and has called down more artillery, and he kills. So Denzel has called in artillery and left. So there's a lot of spam, and only 1 minute 25 remaining on the clock. I don't know if they can take this, ladies and gentlemen. There is a plant now at the service door. Egud, where are they? Are they even getting near? I don't think so.
Oh, I was looking at the objective then, Chrisis. We had 2 allies get up to the top, but they were taken down by Hash, Fraggy and Flip, who are up there camping. And I guess that's their strategy. Shoot the objective while the rest of the team are out pestering and annoying them. So now we have 2 allies sitting in the warehouse. They're going to come up spawn side. Hugo with a noob stick and Calvin who's medic. What's happening service door, Chrisis?
The service door, well, we've got a push coming from the service door, Egrid, and there is a hard push. White Dragon is up onto the platform. He's taken out. Here come Leyden and Exorcist. A bit of grenade spam, but Denzel and Fraggy and Hashashin are still there, and Leyden is taken down. Exorcist is a medic and does not revive Leyden, and they are lying there, the 2 of them, ready to be gibbed. They've been ignored.
You know, when you're attacking, you have to revive your teammates. You can't go ahead and try and be a hero.
20 seconds.
It's all about teamwork in this sort of situation.
Absolutely.
Oh, poor Exorcist.
Well, it looks like they're not going to cap, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a full hold for Central. We have only 10 seconds to go. They are valiantly pushing hard anyway, but with 5 seconds to go, it's not going to happen.
Shout out to Reflow with a double TK grenade.
Well, fierce defense from the Axis team. That is Central, ladies and gentlemen, getting 2 points for that match, and they could basically quit now, I think, Egud, because they have taken this tournament. Wouldn't
that be a forfeit?
So I don't know if that's any better.
Is that even counted as a grab? Well, you're not going to cap if you do that.
Certainly not. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 seconds and the game is on. Everybody is readied up. Good luck. Have funds are going out. And fight.
Fight.
Oh.
Hi.
There goes the call, and I am floating around, not seeing anything. Are they? They'll probably push for the west, is my guess. And I am
I'm watching the Allies at the moment.
Oh, they've got a split push.
Allies are run. Yep, 3 to the east side and 3 to the west. But Central are there waiting. They've got a split defense in anticipation of this attack. So this is awesome. I'm watching the west at the moment, and can they do this? This is good. Layden does it. Layden is the last man alive at the west. He's taken down 1 or 2 axes. The west is clear at the moment, Chrisis.
Well, the east is also clear. It's all quiet over here. Scrapes just threw out a grenade, but there was nobody to explode with it. And it's all very quiet. So it looks like they're going to be concentrating on the west.
Yep. They're all at the west. We've got a 5-man allied rush coming towards the west. I'm trying to see the defense there. I can only see Fraggy and Hassassin. Hassassin is down. This is awesome, Chrisis.
So we've got some grenade spam going into the exit from the forward bunker from Fuego and Exorcist, trying to push back the Axis defenders there. There is a dynamite plant that is successfully down at west, and that's the most important step because that will secure the forward bunker for the Allies. Now we have just a smattering of submachine gun fire going on outside the west gate because it looks like the Axis are going to do the wise thing. No, they've all spawned at the forward bunker. An airstrike goes out. They're making a push and they're going to go for a defuse, ladies and gentlemen. And Denzel and Scrapes are at the dynamite and they're going to get gibbed. Oh, the dynamite explodes and and Calvin
gets killed by the dynamite.
Calvin is strafing through.
He's at the key.
Oh, this is incredible. What a run from Calvin. The dynamite blew. He was down the hill, strafing, he's got the objective, and he's now headed out. But he's cut down just in time by Fraggy from Central.
That was very lucky from Central. If they didn't have that spawn time, they could have been in deep, deep trouble there.
Yes, indeed. They've managed
now we're looking at the Axis all set up.
Yeah, they've managed to wrestle back control, ladies and gentlemen, with a couple of with an airstrike and some artillery spam, and they have managed to set up a bit of a defense now around the keycard room. So it is going to be a lot harder for Auckland to get down there and at a time grab that keycard. So
I'm watching Auckland. There's 4 of them marching through the west gate, and they're heading towards the spawn area, where they've got Calvin leading the way with a pistol and a medic. Where's his teammates? They should be backing him up. You don't have dudes running around with pistols only in front. Come on, Auckland, play as a team, you can do it.
Now the east gate has been blown, ladies and gentlemen, so it is possible for the Auckland team to lay down, well, to build the command post and get an extra spawn point that is a little bit closer to the final objective, the cistern. But at the moment it's all quiet around the cistern because the defense is secure around the central, set by the central players at the keycard. I don't see anybody.
Yeah, that's right. I only see Calvin. He's just pissing them from by the west gate. He's just running back, taking a few shots, hiding and packing himself up again. He's sitting there waiting for his teammates to turn up. Here they all are now. All the allies have caught up with Calvin. They're waiting at the west gate. There's artillery band down. And what are they doing, Chrisis?
Alright, they've pushed down now, ladies and gentlemen, and they are making a rush for the docks. Once again, Calvin is the first one down the hill, and he's heading up. Exorcist is there to support him, and they're throwing grenade spam up into the keycard room with no success. They are camping. Calvin and Exorcist are camping down below, waiting for reinforcements to arrive, I think. And here they come. Fuego is with them now. 3 medics, and they are going to be making a push, ladies and gentlemen, for this keycard. And it is defended by Frynog, Scrapes, and Hashashin. So far successful. Massive battle going on in the keycard room, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Central are going to come out on top. Axis are successful in defending that keycard from the push, but the push is not over. Here they come, the reinforcements. Oh, it's not so much of an extra push. Just a couple of players rushing around.
That was complete ownage in the key room, Chrisis. There was 3-man crossfire there, and as soon as they came up that stairs, bang, you're dead. Like, oh, that was awesome from Central. I just lost for words there.
Well, this is the thing about this map, is once you get into the keycard room, you get SMG and nothing else. You don't have time to throw any grenades. You're just fighting for your life and hoping that you manage to clear that room with sheer machine gun skills. And at the moment, that is not happening for the Auckland side. Frynog and Hashashin defending that keycard on their own at the moment, and successfully so. Oh, a grenade from Frynog takes out Exorcist, but he is revived by Fuego. Up comes Exorcist, pushing. Frynog is down, Hashashin is there, and Fraggy, oh, they just rush in there, man. Just when you think a keycard's available, in come the Axis and just deal out damage like you will not believe. Ladies and gentlemen, you have got to get this demo just to watch the sheer skills. Hashashin is reduced to pistol whipping. And another push he did.
We have 4 allies in the basement of the key room. And this is a nightmare. They need to do a split attack. Just rushing that stairway over and over and over is not going to work. It's just the biggest choke point you'll ever come across. They can do this all day and get nowhere. They need to come up with an alternative way to attack.
Interesting thing is, the Central team have not changed their strategy at all. They are still maintaining 3 players inside the keycard room and 3 players outside, and as soon as a push comes up through the ladder, the players start coming back into that access room, into the keycard room one by one, and making sure that there is no respite for the Auckland team. And it's happening again. There's a push coming up the ladder, and the Central team are just so organized in their defense. The keycard is, well, it's going to be grabbed. Is it? No, it's not.
Oh, no. Hugo was able to come up and take down 2 on his own. But again, those reinforcements waiting outside for intel just come in and finish off the mess, really. This is a very well set out defense from Central. But I must say, Auckland are really doing themselves more damage than good here. They need to get a different attack going. Rushing the same way, it's just not going to work.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gamestah.com is not just for your listening pleasure, it's educational too. Listen to Coach Egert, because he's right. He's got to, these guys have got to change the attack, because it has been so well read by Central at the moment. It's been stopped at every point. Oh, and we're just going to be proved wrong. It's the Shoutcasters hacks, ladies and gentlemen. Layden is out with the key card. And there's
that curse has happened again. What else is that curse? Please say something, and the opposite happens every time.
Calvin is
through. Watching Calvin. He's hiding in the tank storage depot. He's waiting for backup. He's got 4 teammates with him now. Are they ready to go, Chrisis?
It looks like they are coming through, and it looks like they are going to be met again by some very organized defense. Oh, the objective is returned. How can you see that?
That was awesome. Scrapes was hiding on the roof, and he was just watching, and all 4 of Calvin's teammates were ahead of him. Oh. Calvin's left alone with a pistol. Up against Scrapes with an SMG. Oh no.
Who's going to win that one? Scrapes on SMG versus Calvin with a pistol. It's not a fair fight, and Scrapes is going to come away every time. And they are back to square one, ladies and gentlemen. Reflow coming up, trying to make a grab on the key card, but he is cut down by Fraggy and Hashashin. Whoa! Calvin comes in, and they have finally
come through the back.
Split their attack and come through the back, but it's not good enough. Unbelievable. Central anals them, comes in through the rear as well and takes out Calvin and one other player, and the push is on again, but Exorcist is on his own. Against 5 Central players, he's going to get cut down. Wow, Egud, 6 minutes to go. What's going to happen now?
Well, I must say Central have had a bit of luck on their side in the last 2 minutes. When the Allies do get the key, Central respawn all outside and we're waiting for them. And then just then when Calvin got the key again, Central had all respawned and we're just coming through the back door. It's just all about timing at the moment. This is not going Auckland's way.
It certainly is not, ladies and gentlemen, and you're hearing it on Gamestah Radio. Unbelievable action. The keycard room is at the moment fairly quiet. Well, here comes White Dragon and Calvin following. They both cut down, but revived by Fuego, and Reflow is up there as well. It's just medics reviving at the moment from the Auckland team, and submachine gun. There's just too much action to call, ladies and gentlemen. Suffice it to say, it's Central have won the next push again. It's unbelievable.
That was insane. Right. The Allies attacked, and they literally had 4 minutes just with their needles out. They couldn't even look to shoot. And so what the Axis did in retaliation is they had 3 minutes with needles out, and they had 2 people shooting. And, you know, it saved the day. Awesome work.
Awesome work. The keycard is still on the table. This has got to be disheartening for the Auckland team. If they do not set a time, ladies and gentlemen, Central will win this map. Will win this match at least. Oh no, they could still draw, I think.
But that's the thing, what happens if a team wins the first round, the second round's a tie, potentially the other team could win the third round to be a draw match?
No, that's not true. The rules of the game say that you only need 3 points to win. You don't have to win best 2 out of 3. So it's not looking good for Auckland, ladies and gentlemen. They have got to set a time, and they've only got 4 minutes and 9 seconds to do it in if they are going to stay in this match.
Well, I'm looking at the key at the moment. They've got Hash, Scrapes, and Final waiting up there. Well, at the moment they've got 4 allies in the basement trying to push those stairs. And here they go, Chrisis.
Here they go, and it's madness. We've got a couple of pistol whippers. Scrapes is pistol whipping at the moment. He manages to reload, and that's the story of the match. Ladies and gentlemen, they have enough time to reload. They have enough numbers to pistol whip, and they have enough respawn luck to have been able to cut down every dock grab so far.
Also thinking, on this map, can't you like set your spawn to the east gate if you take the command post?
Yes, you can. You can indeed. It's a bit of a longer run to get to the dock, to the dock room or the keycard room.
Well, that gives you the option to attack from the roof and to jump across, and that's a different avenue. But I don't know, that would stretch the central defense at least.
Alright, we got another push. Ladies and gentlemen, Calvin and Reflow are inside and underneath the keycard at the moment. Denzel is getting cocky. He comes down, takes out Calvin, and I think he's going to go one-on-one against Reflow. No, Reflow's gone. Where's Reflow?
Well, Reflow had to take on 3 of them. I don't think, came up the stairs looking for the key, and 3 of them looked at him and said hello, and he was dead before he could say hi back.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Central are really showing their confidence at the moment. They are not concentrating only on the keycard room now. We've got players dashing out every now and again, running down onto the lower floor, running out onto the roof, just making sure that the Auckland team don't have an easy path to the keycard room. We've got another push coming down from the west gate from the Auckland team. Reflow, Fuego, they're already down there. White Dragon, they have all reached the bottom floor of the keycard room, and well, White Dragon is gibbed
beautiful
with
grenade.
Flynogg's grenade. Awesome timing there, Flynog. They're trying a bit of grenade spam with noob nades.
That looks promising. Oh no, Axis just appear out of nowhere like usual, and are able to defend that key pretty confidently. 3 Axis are on the key at the moment. I can't see where everyone else is, Chrisis.
Well, I don't think it really matters much at this point. We're about to enter into garbage time, dear listeners, because we have only 1 minute 30 left on this map, and another push is coming down from the west. There is somebody coming. I think I saw someone on the rooftops, but no. Major push coming from the
If
west.
it is a rooftop rush, it'll be too little too late. I need to do that earlier on.
1 minute 10 on the clock, ladies and gentlemen, and we have grenade spam again coming down the stairs, and 2 players versus 2 Axis versus 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's just so many people in this room, and once again it's medics with needles and submachine guns. Layden has got the objective and he's downstairs, but he's taken down by Flynog and Fraggy.
Central are like everywhere, Chrisis. It's like wherever you go, there's Central players in force.
Man,
it's got to be very hard for Auckland.
Well, it's been impossible for Auckland. We are into garbage time. 30 seconds to go on this map. That is not enough time to even plant the dynamite, even if they had the key card delivered. It looks like we are going to have a couple of Battle of the Isles. Well, not a couple, but a Battle of the Isles champion, ladies and gentlemen, because Central are going to win this map as well.
Yeah, Central. I wouldn't say it might be a tie.
It might be a tie.
Don't get too ahead of yourself.
Alright. Excuse me. I'm from Auckland, so maybe that's a bit of Shoutcasters hacks attempting to be called, but Shoutcasters can't change the time, and we have a full hold to Central.
Central had an awesome defense there. I don't know if they'd even planned for this map, it just was Auckland's decision. Who knows?
Well, we've got...
Just looking at the awards. Fraggy, the award horse, got 5 awards. And Fuego takes it up this end to the end. Layden, best field ops on the Auckland team. Otherwise, it's all Central. But Dan's taking the light weapons award.
There's a call from Fraggy. Can we ready up soon? Dino have an MGL match in 15 minutes. And that's not all. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got more shoutcasting goodness coming to you at 10 o'clock. I am joined tonight at 10 o'clock by Kodak. We are shoutcasting an MGL match. IP versus O2. Some more shoutcasting goodness for you, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting for 7 players.
Oh, this has been awesome, Chrisis. The intensity has been insane. Those medic battles up in the key room, they were awesome. Like, I don't think you will see more intense medic work and SMG work out of desperation for anywhere. This is just top class material.
Top class indeed. So what went wrong here? Well, it looks like the Auckland team didn't alter their tactics as quickly as the Central team.
Yeah, well, it's odd for Auckland. They kept attacking the same way despite being shot down over and over and over. You know, I at least sort of tried something different. Well, that's what I would have thought to do at least. I guess, you know, they had their reasons, they had their plans. Full credit to them for sticking to them.
That's right, an award goes to Auckland for sheer tenacity, ladies and gentlemen. Sheer tenacity. And Fraggy didn't only get 5 awards, Egud. Fraggy actually managed to get 6 awards. The 6th award that he got was no proning for this map. I didn't see him prone once.
What? Have you been watching him? He must have proned sometime. We're talking about Fraggy here.
Theoretically, it was possible.
When I was in the same team as Fraggy, he told me he had 5 keys around his movement keys down to prone.
Fight is on, ladies and gentlemen. With that note, shout out to Fraggy, the proning king. 5 binds to prone. And where are they? It looks like Auckland are, well, we've got an MG42 set up outside the west gate and an airstrike that's gone down. Awesome, 2 kills for Exorcist from his airstrike. And the initial push from Central are, well, it's pretty much been held back by a very aggressive defense right outside the
Layden. Layden, SK gets 1. He walks up to Flynog and aims at the ground with his panzer. SK style.
And
this is a very aggressive attack. Well, this is not attack, they're defending, but they look like they're attacking. This is awesome from Auckland.
Yeah, they're moving really fast, ladies and gentlemen. The attack has swung to the east and it's anticipated by the Auckland team. They are heading around to anal and eastern attack, and it does Well, Hashashin is heading over. Oh, he managed, Hashashin with some clever SMG heads into the forward bunker and prevents an airstrike from going down at the east, but they've left the east gate and gone straight for the forward bunker. So this is an interesting tactic. What are they doing? They've got the forward bunker. White Dragon is the only Axis, and he is an MG42 facing the exit to the west gate with his MG42. Deals out damage. Flip is down. Fraggy revives him.
We've got the other allies on their way now. They're coming to back up White Dragon. They're there just in time. Layden, the SK, gets 2 without himself. It's going to be some sort of record.
And we have an airstrike that goes down from the Axis team, from the Auckland, from the Auckland, who are Axis team, but it's not enough to stop Flip from laying down a plant at the west gate. So far, pretty much everything to plan for the Allied team for Central tonight, ladies and gentlemen. They have a plant at the west gate. They had to do a bit of feinting, going over to the east gate first. And now another airstrike. Is this going to take out anybody? I don't think so. It's pretty ineffectual. The plant is going to stick. 10 seconds to go. And a plant at the east gate. So Central definitely attacking much quicker and getting a plant down much quicker at the east gate than the Auckland team in the previous round. 1 second and boom. There goes the west entrance. Frynog's through already and he's heading to the keycard room. And there is already a defense up at the keycard room. But excellent long range SMG fire from the Central team, taking out Calvin, who was in the open near the keycard room. Fraggy is through. Hashashin is through. It looks like a quick grab is coming up. You good?
We destroyed the...
I don't know. There's Axis there waiting, Chrisis. There's Reflow, White Dragon, and Exorcist. So Exorcist is now down again, but there are still 2 there. This is, well, after saying what's in the basement, I think you're right. There is a quick grab coming up.
It is a quick grab.
Them in the key room.
Unbelievable. It is almost as though they have a spawn point. Who was that? Exorcist. Exorcist.
Fuego.
Standing in the doorway. Taking out the Allied teams, getting 3 kills with his SMG, but it's not enough, ladies and gentlemen. Danzale has the key card and he is headed up out the west gate and through the forward spawn. He's met by Hashashin. They are going to set a time, ladies and gentlemen. I can almost guarantee it. And no, I'm not trying to hex this result. They are just doing unbelievable.
I think you are. You're hexing the result, Chrisis. Shame on you.
Well,
okay, we've got the keycard is at the east gate at the moment. Danzale is holding it. He's just waiting. He's on his own. Oh, here come the reinforcements and Hash, Frynog, and SK Vapor.
And
here we go.
The command post is up. The defense is set though, ladies and gentlemen, so it's not going to be an easy cap for the keycard. Exorcist is there, Calvin is there, Fuego is there, and Layden is there camping with his Panzerfaust looking for the dock carrier, I am sure. And he's taken out by... Oh, he was just switching to pistol to start giving, and he was taken out by a very clever airstrike. So the defense in a bit of tatters, but reinforcements are arriving. There's a push with the keycard.
He's down.
Oh,
he's down.
The objective is secure.
I told you not to call it. Look, the objective is back, Chrisis.
Captured at the death. Danzale, the ninja specialist on the previous matches, was unable to pull it off tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He was taken down, and for good measure, Layden gibbed him with a Panzerfaust. And
we've got the allies, they've already spawned, and they're rushing the west gate now. We've got 5 of them. So they're back to square one, basically, rushing to the west gate, trying to get up that stairwell to the key, and taking it to the cistern gate.
Okay, we've got
and what's happening with the Auckland defense?
An interesting defense from the Auckland. We have an MG42 on the outside, on one of the... Well, he's just slash-killed, so I don't know where he's gone. And Calvin is also slash-killed. Slash-kill king is Calvin. And I'm not sure what they're heading up to, getting ready to do. Exorcist and Fuego are the only ones at the keycard at the moment.
We got a knife kill.
Oh!
This is nice White Dragon. Just for the record.
How cheeky. How very, very cheeky. Okay, we've got a major push coming in through the bottom floor, ladies and gentlemen, from the Central team, and only Exorcist and Fuego to meet it. Exorcist is down, Fuego is down, and the allies have the objective. Central Hashashin is carrying the keycard at the moment, and he's met with a bit of outside defense. He's been supported by Fraggy. Where are they going? Oh, they are at the moment stymied at the keycard building, and Fraggy has had to pick up the objective as Ashashin was taken down. Fraggy heading off towards the west gate.
He's floating, look at that. He's floating. I told you he's floating.
He's making up for the previous round, ladies and gentlemen. And he manages to get away with the key card, but he's cut down just as he heads up to the west gate, and the objective is returned by Auckland. Well, it's not looking good for the Shoutcast later on this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it's got to be in 6 minutes' time, and we have plenty of time remaining for the central team to make grabs and have the docks returned by the Auckland team, which is what Auckland seems to be doing, Egud.
Awesome long-range panzer for Leighton. The Allied team come running through the west gate, and Leighton takes a long-range shot and gets a double. That looks absolutely mint. Awesome stuff.
Needed a bit of panzer.
And now, no, you gotta have the panzer. Panzer makes it all worthwhile. So we got Central rushing near the basement of the tea room now. There's 3 of them. They're rushing up.
Denzel is up.
Central Denzel is taking out 3 in a row. 2 with a grenade and 1 with his Thompson.
Awesome work from Denzel.
He has the objective.
And they're heading for the tanks.
Tank depot, Chrisis.
Yes, they're heading for the tanks.
Oh no.
Oh, there's a pause. Oh, we don't need a pause. Everything is going just hunky-dory. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? We have a pause and we don't know why. Somebody's dropped off, I think.
Yes. Someone's dropped, yeah.
Calvin is 999. Shout out to Calvin. Needs a new computer. Anybody want to sponsor Calvin? He needs a new computer. He keeps on freezing and hanging. He's had connection problems all throughout this competition series.
It might be part of his hacks. His hacks doesn't like the server.
Well.
Nah, just kidding. I'm sure that's not the case. But no.
Okay, Calvin has already joined up. He's joined the server, but he is still a spectator. And he's now back in his team, so we'll have the match resuming quite soon.
Well, this is good. We've got 3 central players facing towards the Allied spawn, trying to cut them off. And Dan Zell is at the west gate with the objective. And with 5 seconds to resuming, Chrisis. Excellent. Here we go.
Here we go. Denzel is heading up. He's not going up through the west gate. He's heading for the tanks. No, he's not. What on earth is he doing? Oh,
He wants to commit suicide.
No, they've fainted. They've made the Allied, the Axis think that they've gone up through the west, and instead they've headed right back down, and they are going through the Allied spawn, the Axis spawn at the moment, but they've been spotted. They've been spotted by Reflow, so they are going to be met. Oh, it was a sneaky plan, but it's not going to work. What are they doing?
It's going to be Nazi if they spawn.
Oh, and
they've spawned.
The battle is on.
It's
Denzel.
Calvin versus Denzel.
And Calvin withdraws. Very interesting. He lets Denzel go.
Oh.
That was very interesting.
Rhino with a double airstrike. There's not many central dudes. Oh, this is it. Fuego's the only one there, and they've taken the key. Denzel jumps down, while Fuego's facing the other way.
Wow.
And they have opened the gate.
I have seen it all, ladies and gentlemen. Calvin and Denzel were 1-on-1 against each other, and Calvin withdrew. He ran away. He ran down the stairs, and Denzel was the dock carrier. So, you'd think that you'd throw everything at him to try and get him to drop those docks, but no. Denzel was let free to run and deliver the keycard. The cistern has been opened, and Dynamite is already down.
Yep. 17 seconds left on the plant, Chrisis.
And I think it's going to stick.
Triple airstrike from Exorcist. Oh, I wouldn't know, Chrisis. If they spawn now, they could disarm. And your curse would continue. But I think this time, you could be right.
5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and we have a winner for tonight's match. The Allies successfully beat the clock, setting 8:57. Despite Auckland's best efforts at a very aggressive defense, ladies and gentlemen, Central managed to set a time and walk away with 4 points for this match. What an excellent game, Egud. We've got 2 minutes for a couple of comments, and then we are off to Shoutcast another match.
Yeah, well, I'll be playing. You'll be casting. And you can laugh at me all you want.
Believe you me, I'll be looking out for your hacks.
Yeah, well, the hacks that I haven't even played the map before, that'll be good fun.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the awards are almost all about Central and almost all about Central Denzel. We don't have much time to do a post-match comments. That was excellent play. I'm going to just quickly hop over to a new server. Do you know which server you're on, Egud?
I'll find out for you. Yep, it's the number 27962.
27962. So I'm going to hop over there. Good games to both teams, Auckland and Central. And good luck, Egud. I'll see you later. Thanks for passing.
Thanks.